muffles. I sound muffled.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a lemon roll with What Team Comp. Hopefully, this time we actually know. Yep.
What the hell?
I was expecting to try. Okay, you guys want to hear something hilarious? To me, at least. I listened to the playback of yesterday's session, and I was clearly a little bit tired because I did not remember this being a thing. Where as I was, getting us introduced and saying everything, I just like before a minute in, it's just me going agony. I was just like,
Oh my god.
yes. I think I was a little bit gone until we got a little bit more into session because my mind was just not remembering that I was just saying that. I was just like,
You fever dreamed that.
oh, I did. And then I listened to it. I'm like, oh, I have this on recording. That was not a fever dream.
Oh god. Oh god.
That being said, I'm not upset with that. It's quality stupidity, which that's everything that your guys' plans can end up being. I'm just the dumbass who's just like, I'll be riding shotgun. Which, by the way, if I ever learn how to actually function with using TikTok, I want to do a thing where I'm like having two people like planning out things with that song in the background, and then me just being the DM, just pulling out the monster manual, looking at the thing, going, I'll be riding shotgun.
Don't join TikTok. We'll fucking kill you.
Why?
They're gonna, they might ban it in the US. And
What?
Oh, that's
It's because they take data from you.
They take data from you.
Yeah.
It takes an abnormal amount of data
So
from
does-
your phone.
I was
So
gonna
does,
say.
hey, but like so does Google. But yeah.
I know, but there's
Yeah.
there's more stuff with it. I'd have to.
Oh, the only reason why I bring it up is because of
TikTok. It's because TikTok is Chinese owned. That's why.
Oh.
That's why it's a problem.
Wow.
China.
We're getting way too off topic here.
The only reason why I brought it up was because of D&D memes and Quincy's Tavern.
Oh, I love Quincy's.
I love Quincy's Tavern. It's just so
No
wholesome.
fucking clue what that is.
Huh?
On point.
Say it again,
Yeah,
Butters?
point.
Butters was saying something. I wanted to hear that real quick.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's
We'll tell
fine.
you about it later.
It's wholesome. So, let's actually get into the stuff we're here for. Stupidity, D&D, and your guys' genius. My stupidity. Hello, I am the idiot here.
Oh my god.
Just because I'm a smartass doesn't mean I'm not also a dumbass. But that being said, last we left off, you guys had been looking around in one of the ancient temples, a temple wherein you had found a surprising amount and a discerning amount of statues of various people in forms of petrification, ranging from shifting humanoids to angelic figures, as well as a number of furbolgs and a large skeletal creature that had in its chest cavity a humanoid that, after you were able to defeat it, perished. And while you have also gained some of the effects of his, were able to also gain access to the lexicon of monsters. Granted, you guys, after looking around, realize that you are unable to find the furbolgs, and you have a few things that you're able to look at and consider regarding what you currently have. I do believe Erthos said, bye, peaced out, and is currently headed back to the pyramid. What is everyone else doing before they head back? Because I believe everyone said they were going to regroup at the pyramid, but I wasn't sure if everyone had done everything.
I'm trying to corral Silver.
Yeah, I
We're
have
still on the
corralled
roof.
I have corralled both Silveros and Nieves. I'm trying to find Cassie and Earthos.
Yes.
Oh no, Venora knows Earthos has already left, and if I remember correctly, Venora's like, I'll meet you at the front of the pyramid, so Cassie
Yeah.
not pyramid, temple! So Cassie just sitting at the front waiting for her.
Okay.
Yep.
Lux is standing next to you, not willing to lay down. He's on lookout duty. Yeah, I figured as much. Lux is on watch duty, keeping
My
you
skills
safe.
have melted!
Why have
Fuck!
they? Oh wait, I need to get my candies.
They
No.
melted and refused!
Nice.
Alchemy.
Oh,
That's how it would be. A reconstitution.
so moving on a fucking FMA kick.
No. I just saw the opportunity.
I mean, to be fair, something else was brought up about equivalent exchange earlier.
Well, yeah, I'm assuming it's not hard to fucking go outside and find a horde being that is your comrade.
God, you people make me feel like a fucking boomer every time we talk about anime, where every once in a while I'll fucking be like fucking Captain America. I understand that reference. Fuck you guys. It's like, I hate it.
We're sorry.
So Silveros, I wanna
Yes.
Taru, I wanna get a read on Silveros. Is he like, is my boy? Is he doing? Because he was upset because he wanted to find his dad's first teeth or something.
He's looking for a cure.
Yeah, he while we're meeting up with Cassie, he's looking nervous.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a solution to this.
Just plays at him.
So meet up with Cassie, yes.
Easy enough to do. You still have the various rooms and such that are in the temple, as it were.
Yeah, but we are prioritizing meeting with Cassie again. So.
Obviously.
Does Cyril look like off-put when I see him?
I mean, do
Yeah.
you notice?
I have a passive insight 19 for going off the perception wave.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
that's
you're also saying that you're curling up and kind of in your own little world, Paris.
No, I just said she was curled up. She's just waiting.
Like sitting down or on her side?
Sitting down?
Okay. I thought when you say curl up, I think like cat on their side.
Okay, so like the way that I mean curled up, I mean she's just like sitting down with her head on her knees kind of thing.
Oh, okay. Then you might notice it.
Cassie's just done with the world, lays down, tries up to cry, cries a lot. Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, if you look up and see them when they're approaching, Silveros probably looks kind of nervous and uncomfortable, at least more so than he normally does.
You're alright.
Mm.
He's upset.
Don't. What's he upset over?
I should I should let you explain.
Yes, and he clears his throat. He's nervous. He's like, well, I was hoping we could explore this temple further. I understand your business here is done. He sighs. He's having a hard time with this.
Comes up and walks over to him and just kind of like passes up on him a little bit. Take your time. There's no need to rush.
When you pat his arm, he kind of backs away from it a little.
Perfect opportunity for Nieves to pet his arm. He just backs into her.
What is Nieves trying?
She's gonna pat him. She's gonna pat him on the arm if he backs up.
Yeah, he's going to kind of back away from that too.
Oh.
He does not want to be touched right now.
Yeah.
Well, apparently it's very important. Usually you don't flinch away from her.
So he wants to like explore the rest the temple more. Is that okay? Do you think
No.
it's okay?
She looks at Rose. Why?
This temple was known to be an ancient place of healing, and I've yet to figure out what it meant exactly.
He's looking for a cure for his father because his father's sick.
Yes. He doesn't look impressed with being interrupted, but he's like, yes, I'm looking for a cure for my father.
Guru, can I roll to see if that's if I know anything that like more if that's authentic or not?
That's an insight check which you already have done.
Okay. No religion check or anything for this
Oh, that'd be
location.
for this location? You didn't even know this location existed.
Oh, okay.
Right, actually, you know what? Go ahead, roll a religion check.
Go Oz!
I got a 10.
Plus.
Reminds me of John.
Yeah, that's it. I got a 6 on the die plus 4. we're
Ah,
leaving.
I wish you just pulled the mic close.
maybe.
Alright, I ain't got shit. You guys talk it out.
Cassie, as soon as the other person says that, Cassie just kind of deflates a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that. I wish we could dedicate more time. I really do, but Brown's gonna be a little asshole about this. Apparently, the issue that we have is a lot greater than I think we've ever even given you an idea of. The people that me and Ethos found in there, potentially, it was a cult who was after a page in a very ancient book. And if they got said page, they are about to raise an ancient being that could raise this country and the world as we know it. That's why we've been in such a rush. Already one has been summoned. We know another is on its way to be summoned, and this might have been the third.
I'm assuming, Dawn, that none of this rings a bell for me.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
He's gonna consider that he's like, no.
That's what happened in the capital. That's why we had to leave. Because they summoned something called
Oma.
Oma.
Does he know the name?
Nope.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's right.
He
You would need to go to specific places to know that info, and you were not in those places.
I mean, I don't really have to incite them. I know they're speaking the truth, but he's definitely looking at them like, I'm sorry, what?
You know giants?
That's not a giant.
Yes, you are aware of giants.
I hold up my hand to Cassie.
Yeah, he's like, well, yes, I know what giants are.
You know how there's different kinds of giants, yes?
Yes.
You know the biggest kind of giant there is?
Religion check or nature check of your choice.
Religion's better for him. There you
You
go.
have heard the word Empyrean before, but you're most likely going to dismiss that and think of storm giants primarily.
Okay, then he's gonna be like, oh, where are you leading with this?
What is the biggest kind of giants that you know of?
Perhaps a storm giant.
Bigger. Know anything about anything bigger than a storm giant?
Are Empyreons bigger?
Technically, they're still huge class, just like storm giants, but I personally had canon that they're bigger.
Okay, then he's like, what, an Empyrean?
Yes.
So you're saying there's an Empyrean that was summoned?
In the capital.
To what we heard, walked right out of the palace.
Yeah, we kinda saw it.
I think through would be a better use.
He's having a hard time for a moment. He's like,
Processing! Processing!
Never heard of this Oma? Wait. You did mention something happened in the capital. Is this what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Blame Ryle.
We're sorry.
Huh?
We wanted to see if we could trust you before we just told you about this. It's not the kind of information you just spread around. We had to get a read
I'm
on
sorry,
you
I was faded
first.
the fuck out. What am I getting blamed?
I just said blame Ryle. Don't worry about it.
He's like, this isn't the kind of information that you can keep secret either. I would have found out
Cassie
eventually.
touches his shoulder. Silveros?
He definitely flinches away and kind of smacks your hand away a little. He does
Yeah.
not want to be touched.
Maybe don't
Silveros?
touch him right now. I don't think he wants that.
What is your obsession with touching me all the time?
You're pretty handsome.
It's how I comfort people and how I have been comforted. It's a habit. I apologize. Silveros, this thing is hunting my family. It wants all of us dead. My father is in danger as well, so I understand your pain intimately. But I still have to put him on the back burner because I have a duty to my country. We didn't know if we could trust you, who you were, and that would have gotten in the way of the mission if you were in fact proven to not be trustworthy. I apologize for hiding it for you, but please at least acknowledge that it was a good reason.
This is quite a bit to take in.
I imagine.
I assumed there was probably good reason for the prince and princess of the kingdom to be gallivanting through the woods like this.
Well, considering that we are this motley crew is apparently the only people who really have an idea on how to stop these summonings. Yes.
So there's you said 2 other summonings then that will be happening.
Potentially will be happening. Maybe we got the page before they did for third, but potentially another is headed to Day Phil. But we're wasting time talking about this as opposed to going back to the pyramid, regrouping, and heading to Day Phil.
Oh yes, the pyramid. I know everything about this pyramid too.
Oh, good.
He's
We don't
being
have to fill you in.
So, he's taking a moment, kind of like holding his like the bridge of his nose and stuff as he's trying to think.
You can be upset all you want, but at least be upset while we are teleporting now.
Oh yes, teleporting. I wish I'd known you had that ability as well.
It's
not-
limited. It's not like we can go anywhere we want.
She gestures to Aurora.
Oh, well, it's not like teleporting was.
We can teleport.
Regardless.
We can teleport to certain teleportation circles. That's how it works.
So some kind of magic item.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be touched by someone so you can teleport.
Yes, I got that impression.
Who do you?
What happened in that pyramid? She like arches her eyebrow a little bit.
Well, earlier Ryle was trying to do something with him, and Severos got the impression that teleporting meant being touched or something. He didn't want to.
That's saying, like, is this just because Nieves was fucking chasing him around in circles?
No, she was not chasing him around in circles at all.
Ryle did say basically, if anything goes wrong, hold to me and get on Vatha.
Okay.
Yeah, Severos is quick enough to understand that much.
Yeah, he thought touching meant teleporting, and he didn't want to leave yet, so that's why, I think. Right?
Yes.
If it makes you feel any better, it takes an entire minute. So if you could truly want to go, you can snatch yourself away.
He kind of looks at the temple and stuff, and he's like,
I do wish we could say.
And
Not to say we can't come back.
I can come back with you. Eventually.
"Do you have a way to teleport back here?"
To a location near here.
And what is the nearest location to here?
What, Guru?
The Fire Peak Mountains
About
that you guys traveled
a day
a
or
few.
two outside of Ryer's home.
The Fire Peak Mountains.
It was like a week's travel to get here, if I remember correctly.
Don't tell him that.
She's gonna be honest.
He was
like,
there. He was there for the traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there was a teleportation circle here, we could teleport right here. But we don't have time to find if there even is one right now.
If there was, then believe me, I think we'd know. He would have at least recognized it. She kind of gestures to Silveros.
But we haven't been everywhere. There's a
That's
lot of
true.
this place we haven't seen.
We'll check on the map and see if maybe there is one. Who knows? We might get lucky.
I might, one day, be able to make.
Looks at Nieves.
Because there's a spell that I know that one of my teachers told me. I imagine it's a spell in her domain. She would know about it, Guru.
She would know about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's teleportation circle. It's called teleportation circle, and I can, make one. But I can't do it yet. I'm not strong enough. But one day.
At Nieves. Look at that.
He's looking at the temple, and he's just he definitely has a what do you put it? How do you put it? An expression on it, a pained expression, uncomfortable.
Regretful.
I'm sorry, Silveros.
So are you guys going
It's like-
to leave the temple, or are you guys going to explore it more first?
You gotta leave.
Niev is waiting for what everybody else does.
Yeah, Silveros is kind of like. He kind of sighs and he's he looks back at you guys and he's like, no, if what you say is true, then let us go then to this pyramid, whatever it is.
Okay. What do
You
you?
may not get along, but I have no reason to lie to you.
You don't.
Yeah, unless he likes you the best, it's probably best you teleport with him.
Oh, okay.
Silveris will actually kind of hold out a hand to Nieves.
Oh, we're gonna hold hands. Wow, this is great. Niev will hold his hand and teleport him.
What's something wrong with this, like, straight up? This man is serious, isn't he? Fucking expression.
Venor just kind of raises her eyebrows and shrugs her shoulders.
Listen, if it persuades him to go back.
I'm like, I just wore myself out so he complies.
Niev is gonna use everything to her advantage here.
Sure, I'll teleport.
Listen, if he wants to hold a hand, that's fine.
As you do. Did I keep leaving that goddamn motherfucker's got the... I keep leaving my player's handbook outside in the other room. Fuck.
Rip.
You should train the cat to bring it to you.
I don't think the cat could carry that much fucking, you know...
To be fair, the cat is lazy and fat, but he is loved. So, clearly he is loved. He's fat. He's fat. Not my cat.
Dracula is in the room with you.
He is not in the room with me. He is in the other room with his mama. Because that's where he belongs.
As those, I don't know if you guys got the message I put in the 20 chat.
Nope.
Oh.
I think I spelled that right.
Wait, so what?
No, there's no E. Cassie.
Oh, yeah, no.
I thought you were talking about pyramid.
No.
Everyone keeps spelling Cassie's name C-S-S-S, or C-A-S-S-I-E. And it's C-A-S-S-I.
I will call her Cassio from now on.
I hate you. I just choked on my skillets.
Casio.
On your skillets?
Casino.
Skillets! My skillets!
I'm choking on my skillet.
Your Skrillex.
Let's teleport. Let's go.
Talk about pansexual.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice. Alright. Yeah, those would just be waiting.
Okay. Venrora would, as
Walking up
she's
and down.
teleporting, respond that they're on their way with Silveros.
Nice.
As you do. Alright, so you guys...
Is Vavis there?
Well, we're getting to there. No.
Yeah, boy.
So,
No.
you guys teleport back, and I'm actually going to backtrack just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Excuse me.
Earthos, you get back, and the first thing you hear is infernal profanity from a very familiar voice.
Watch out, profanity.
Infernal profanity from a very familiar voice. You kind of pause. You quickly give them the "Hey, I'm at the pyramid, waiting for you guys to show up." What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna go check out the voice.
You go check out the voice, and you see that there's this little sparring area that the various parts of this setup has for your people to utilize and such.
Where am I with this, by the way?
You were you informed about all this?
I left before everyone. I know that.
You went back to the pyramid too?
Yeah, I left first.
He was the first one.
Okay, you are also hearing all this. Do you want to be watching it? Do you want to be watching it?
Watching what?
The screaming, very angry young woman who is trying to fight the robot and failing.
Trying to what?
Fight the robot.
Fight the robot.
And failing.
Who's trying to fight the robot?
Yeah. Whom?
Your sister,
In the
NPR.
pyramid?
Yes, Lila.
Oh,
Yes, Lila is trying to fight the robot.
Oh, god damn it, someone's fighting the goddamn wall master, I'm not there.
She's speaking in Infernal?
Not that one. The alpha robot.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm all side.
If it was the other one, there'd
The other
be
one
bigger
really
issues.
screaming to be gone.
Yes. You've known that Lila knows a little bit of Infernal. You didn't know that she had such a colorful tongue.
Who taught her?
I like how Paris is just that.
Who taught
That's
her
my fault.
Infernal?
Good question.
I'll take the blame for that. Oops.
Well, I'll go over to the voice.
Okay, so you go towards it. And you see that there's like a little sand pit area, and you can see that the Alpha Series robot is basically dancing around. What she's trying to do is she's clearly trying out different spells and such, trying to cantrips mainly, trying to get this robot to either hold still or let her deal damage to it. Like, you see a ring of swords just spectrally spinning around her, and the robot's just basically jumping in between them, and she's just like, stop as it just completely basically ignores all of it. And you just hear, "It is a valiant effort, but you should really focus more on..." Whoa! Just steps back as she tries to swing it with the club and just completely whiffs it. "Hold still, I'm trying to kill you!"
How bad is her form? Is my question.
When she's she's currently wielding like a club, it's clear that she's meant more for grace and dexterity. Clearly
She's too petite.
She's too petite, yes. And she's trying to heavy-handed swing a club around, and it's the saddest thing to see her try and hit something with the club because it's just not working.
Yeah, right. I was just going to his room.
I can't watch this.
This is just depressing.
It would be
already in a bad
interesting.
mood. This is just depressing.
It would be
It's like
interesting
watching
if
a
you knew what you were doing.
It's like watching a baby with a jug of milk. It's like...
They're trying their best, but good lord.
Athos, when he enters the room, sorry, what's her name?
Lila.
Lila.
Lila. I go up to Lila and I'm like, who taught you to speak like that?
You see her pause for a moment, and again, there's faint cursing under her breath as she is clearly trying to think of ways with which to
Cursing in Infernal?
in Infernal, yes, which is basically just goddamn cocksucking motherfucker, shit.
It's like Cartman from fucking South Park. That's all I immediately thought.
I speak in Infernal. You know I can understand you, right?
Yes. Shut up.
Do not, and I repeat, do not let our parents catch you saying all that.
I am trying to avoid them knowing that I can speak it in the first place.
But the fact you can speak swear words in it, of all things.
I've heard a few people cursing, like when you've stubbed your toe before.
So, point is, my parents don't catch me doing it.
Yes, but I caught you doing it.
And I caught you doing it.
So we're even.
No.
Shit.
Because I'm much younger than you. Older.
just mixed up.
So I get away with it.
You see her visibly just pout.
What are you doing anyway?
I was. She looks towards where, you know, the con stepped to the side to allow you guys a chance to speak, and just kind of like you see her just visibly just trying to show this half-made lunk of metal that I can actually do something, and it's just not listening to me. It's like, no, you gotta be safe. You can't do that. That's not good for you. It's unhealthy. And I'm just. She flips it off.
How old is Lila?
She's a teenager. Like she's like almost of age. Like I don't know how old you two are. If you two are like.
Cassie and Earthos are 26, 27.
Oh yeah, no, she's
late 30s, I believe.
Yeah, she's like 21, barely.
Okay.
So she's an adult, but by all means, she's been more. You've known that she's been like this shy petite lady. This is interesting to watch as she is suddenly just flipping off and this entity and just being a lot more crass than you're used to seeing her. It's.
I was under the impression she was still a child, so.
No, she's older than a child.
Yeah, so.
I mean, to be fair, that would totally be the thing that a sibling would say to another sibling.
Not if they're 21.
Yeah, no, they. Nope, I've still seen it done.
Doting you are, but I don't think Earthos is doting.
I've still seen it done.
Problem!
What the fuck was that noise?
I said Earthos isn't doting, and I said that's the problem!
Oh, okay.
Also, Skittles, you might have heard me shaking the bag.
Oh, okay.
I'm eating like she goes his fucking bag.
Fair.
Yeah. So you're trying to hit Robot with a club. Alright.
Maybe.
Why?
Because it's there and I'm frustrated and I'm angry and I just want to hit things. Wrong?
Well... No, I don't want to get into that debate. It's wrong if it's a person that can feel things.
Holds up a finger, looks back, looks to them.
I'm not saying whether they can.
I don't know if they can. Can they?
Well, if they can, then you probably hurt it.
I mean, I never hit him! They just dodged out of the way, like, just glaring at them.
The point is that you tried to hit it.
Yes! They told me to try, and then they just danced away from me!
Well, why didn't you hit an inanimate object? Like a test dummy or something?
Because the dummies here move too!
Just tell them not to move.
I tried to, and they just danced around me. They're like, if you can't hit me, then you're not allowed to hit me. And so I tried to hit them, but I couldn't hit them. And then they're like, hey, I'll be easier than the test dummies. And they lied to me!
Alright, well... Mother.
You see them just jabbing a finger, just angrily, and they just very calmly wave to you.
There has to be a better way of letting that anger out. What would you like to do?
I don't know. Just angry. You see her just flop onto her butt, just in the middle of the place, just put her hands on her knees and just chin on it, just very Cassie-like. Then you just watch her just
Do you like sculpting?
slowly kind of glances up at you.
I turn to the robot. Do we have like sculpting stuff?
A variety of them.
So
Any interest in
what-
particular?
Do you like stone? Stone's pretty good. What about a block of stone?
I can get you stone. That's pretty easy to get. Just one moment. They'll go off and get stone. In the time,
Also,
oh yes,
sledgehammer and a chisel.
I would presume as much. They will go off and get that, and in the time that it takes for them to do so, the rest of the party will show up as well. Yes, don't worry. You guys will
I
be
was just
showing
about to
up.
ask it, and then you started saying it, so I like cut myself off.
Yes, you will be showing up. No worries.
We're home.
Is this really home?
Hi everyone. Is Ramus here?
Lila?
Hi.
Oh, there you go.
Head pops up, hand on the back of the head, just waving. Hi.
Hi.
Ow.
Hi, we got a book from the pyramid.
Well, technically, Ryle has the book.
Ryle has it.
You see him like pause, slowly like peek himself further up, put his arms on the top. Good book or bad book?
We don't really
know.
So, all I can tell you is that the book was in the place of a bunch of people chanting with another larger figure hovering above them that then proceeded to summon a giant bone creature. That proceeded to chase me and Earthers down a hallway at Mach speed to the point that I had to have Lux fly to gain any distance.
Oh, I should have studied that.
We killed it though. It's okay. Everybody's okay.
Ah,
Oh, this is Silveros.
yeah, I was about to ask about that one. Trusted?
He's our new friend.
Okay, if you say he's a friend, okay, cool. You've trusted him into the inner sanctum. Is the inner sanctum going to be nothing? You bring
I'm
in your
walking over to
siblings, bring
Lila
in
while
He's
Van's
our
friend.
friend. Be nice.
I mean, I'm not being rude. I'm asking you all a question. I just need to know that you're not just bringing in every.
Because he is a trusted member of the party now.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
As long, hey, why are you thinking that I'm acting out of sort, needing to take deep breaths, Cassie? Come on.
Because you haven't breathed in the last 2 sentences.
I need to breathe. Hold on. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I'm
that's
taking a
really
seat by
refreshing.
Lila.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm taking a seat by Lila.
Yeah. You're just like, you know what? I'm ignoring you.
I want to talk to you about something later, Vamus, if that's okay.
I mean, besides going to poke Ryle and asking why he didn't show me the book, sure.
Good luck with that.
I'm allowed. I'm very much allowed to. But
Yeah.
yes.
Is there any way we can, like, you're friends with the gods, right?
I'm the messenger of the gods.
Yeah.
Friendship is questionable.
Is there any way you can help us contact Gyrus more? Because if I want to contact him, I gotta use like a big spell slot, and I don't want to run out of them because,
You
I don't
need
want to run out of them.
I mean, let's be completely honest. He decided to let go of his medallion, which was the way to be able to communicate without having to spend such things.
Oh yeah. By the way, can Silveros have that? Is he? Because he's kind of without one now. Hi, Silveros. You're gonna look back up at Silveros. Does Silveros let go of her hand? By the way, Darn.
Oh yeah, he's let go. He's just
Okay.
kind of he's listening, but he's just kind of
He's like, where the fuck am I?
I'll
Yeah.
quietly start explaining to him what's the gist of this place, because being inside an upside down pyramid is weird enough.
He doesn't even know it's upside down.
I know, we haven't gotten to that bit yet.
You know?
Yeah, he's gonna be asking Ben Roy.
Oh yeah, this is the
questions,
yeah,
though.
this is first time seeing the war room, and this is just the
Yeah.
war room.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit, I gotta tell him not to fight anybody or Wallmaster's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
No
he
one
is
outside of the war room. If you're in a designated training area, then you're fine. Just don't
Dude,
fight
yeah,
people in the
fucking no.
kitchen.
I just gotta tell him don't fight people in the kitchen, and we good.
You really think Silveros is gonna fight people?
So there's really no way you can't you can't ask the gods and be like, "Hi, gods, please can you?"
I don't think the
No?
gods are going to want to be a personal messenger.
It's
I
more the
thought they
fact
were-
that they're very busy a lot of the times.
Oh,
They've got to
by
take
the
care of
way,
other stuff.
Cassie, I made a sending to Gyrus.
I assumed.
He said he's okay for now, but he's being helped by a person called the Summer Storm.
What?
Yeah. Do you know who that is?
I mean, I've heard the name before, but it's
Oh, Cassie?
apparently she knows.
Who's
You fucking idiots!
Oh.
I'm guessing that's a good sign that she knows and is about to kill the idiot. And for once, it's not me.
Yeah, his ears kind of flatten a little bit.
Gotta fucking rip his wings off.
He- mm. Mm. Mm.
So, what little I do know about the Summer Storm group. Watch, she got so angry she lost her accent.
Marvelous.
Is that those were the people that he informed us that he thought were the ones surrounding Dedeville and allied with the Red Hands.
Oh.
Did he just forget about that?
I don't
Oh,
think he
I'm
forgot.
so
I think
mad.
he did it on purpose.
It's more confirmed.
Yeah, I did you get there? He went along with his plan to infiltrate.
Do you want me to cast another sending and yell at him?
No.
Okay.
Thank you, though. She's like dancing on the precipice. I can't be mad at her. I'm trying not to seem mad at her, but.
Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna say anything else. She's gonna let Cassie just kind of.
Alright. She stands up.
Do you want to go punch one of the punching bags? I promise that they'll only dodge you a little bit.
Oh.
They'll probably dodge you a little bit more than a little bit, but that's because they don't like getting hit any more than another person.
I don't want to hit anything that can feel pain. Except
It
vaginas.
doesn't feel pain, it's just that they feel impact. They can put themselves back together, it's just troublesome.
I wouldn't wish to trouble anyone just because I feel enraged.
Oh, trust me, they're used to it.
You used to something and not like it.
So are we going to Dadeville after we?
Rest?
Cause
Probably not your smartest idea, but I mean,
no.
Wait, we were good. Okay, I remember what the plan of action was now.
Okay.
Out of character. It was we come back here to shorten the time. We teleport back to the place near Ryle's family because his sister was trying to get us a teleportation circle to the inside.
That's
of
right!
Pog.
Tight shit.
Nice.
That was the plan.
Okay.
That works.
Thank you, Butters. Christ.
Thank you.
I don't even keep notes, motherfuckers.
this is
God,
keep
Um,
notes.
I keep notes when I can online.
So
I heard
I
that.
guess we could just hang out here for a few and maybe make some earthoses. I forgot that sandwiches aren't called sandwiches here.
I do have a question for little Miss House over here. I'm looking down at their sister. Why are you over here?
You brought her here.
What?
No, not that. Not.
Wait.
In the training room,
Oh,
she means.
Oh, yeah. Isn't she in the train?
yes.
Yeah, so she's talking to Lila.
Oh, you're in the training room. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
she walked into the training room. So you're not. So Vamus did not
Well, the
say that then.
It happened a little fast, but
Yes.
yeah, Cassie left a room and walked into a different room apparently.
Okay.
I thought Earthos was with Lila because he was sitting waiting for the stone to come.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So I was waiting in the training room. I thought you guys were in the war room.
They are in the war room.
Oh, my bad. I'm getting this shit all mixed up. I thought she was just at the entrance of where we teleported trying
No,
to
no, no.
nail
She's in the training room. The room
Oh,
that you were like,
scratch
I don't want to
that.
hit things that will feel pain.
Scratch that.
For the
That's
time
confusing.
being,
Silly.
for the time being, Nieva's gonna, after everything started with Cassie for a second, she's gonna turn to Silveris and be like, "Do you want to look at everything? Do you want a tour? Do you want to look around?"
He was in the middle of probably asking Venora stuff, and he looks over and he's like, yes, yes.
The synth is back, baby.
I put my hand in front of him. I don't touch him because he's gonna touch without being touched. And I reiterate.
Whatever you do, don't fight people in the kitchen. Try not to fight anyone anywhere, but definitely not in the kitchen.
I don't think that he has the spine to start a fight.
He does bear saying just in case.
Trust me, I have no intention of starting any fights here.
Let
Starting
me
up
put it
with
to you
spiders,
this
what kind
way.
of bullshit?
If someone tries to fight with you, the powers that be in here don't really care who started it.
They'll care if you fight back. If you don't fight back, they'll finish it.
That is nice to know.
Don't attack, don't defend yourself.
I tried to describe the Wall Master as best as I could to, like, really drive home why he shouldn't try to fight things in here.
It's a very
Well-
disconcerting sounding motherfucker.
Venora also really wants to fight it.
I want to fight it, but I know I wouldn't win, so I'm not fighting it.
I didn't realize that was something that would stop you.
Let me repeat myself. I know I would not win a fight with this thing.
I'll show Silveris the safest parts first.
That would be fine, yes.
Okay, let's go.
When they both turn their back to Cassie, Cassie points to Silveros, looks at Venora, and makes a jerking off motion. And just shakes her head and walks to the training ground.
I'm gonna walk over to Vamus real quick.
So
Yeah.
I heard you were going to try to talk to Ryle. I'm not sure if you have this expression here. Treat him with kid gloves. He didn't take us failing too well.
Failing? If it's the book I think it is, you probably have the biggest success that you could have possibly had.
Lead with that, then.
I need to know if it's the right fucking book!
Then go talk to him.
I was on my way to. He's like, as he's saying this, he's walking backwards.
I give him the okay sign.
Sure.
There's no microwave in the kitchen. There is a heating stone, but not a microwave.
Oh,
They got a hot plate.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Well, it's essentially a flameless,
Internal
Fire.
flame stove.
Oh yeah, the little modrons and whatnot that are just kind of putzing about are actually roll an Arcana check, Silveros.
We're just going on a small adventure around and she's just keeping him busy.
Yeah.
I love that walking in.
Expected.
Wait, question. If does he have to, as he enters some rooms, is he making these saving throws, by the way?
Yes,
It's
wisdom
just
saving
filled with
throw.
No emotion.
How many? Just one?
1.
Oh my god, I'm not bringing him anywhere where he has to make a throw.
Too late. He has to do it all over the place.
Are you kidding me?
He's feeling much more relaxed, not really thinking about too much for a little bit. When he leaves that like he's like at first he's not fascinated, but you hear this faint, and then he just kind of jolts out of it like, oh, that was a weird feeling. You're able to feel, but you don't know what it was. There's just like this
He's
snap
been
against the back of your neck.
tranquilized.
Probably would have seen the complete 180 because
He kind of jumped.
Oh, sometimes it happens. It's okay. You're okay.
what happened?
Some security measures for people who. Oh, we really have to get you that amulet. Oh, should ask Vanis about that.
There's gonna be a lot of questions. He's
I
gonna be
hate it
asking
here.
questions.
Welcome home. I hate it here.
Yeah, any of us will answer his questions to the best of our ability.
Marvelous.
Is
Yes,
there?
They're okay. They're okay. They're doing fine.
I have a question. Don't hurt yourself.
Drop something. It's cool.
Sounded like a cop. I have a question.
Yeah.
Now that I see the two siblings sitting, potentially carving stone, I'm not gonna question much.
Mhm.
Is there a quarterstaff on the wall at all?
Yeah.
Awesome. I want to grab that and walk over to one of the dummies.
It makes like this on guard motion.
Hey, Lala. Hey, Eric.
Hey, sis.
Hey,
Hang on. No, wait. I have to do it because I just remembered something.
Hmm.
Yeah, she spins around to look at Lila because she just realized her wizard sister is in a training room filled with melee weapons. She points to both of them.
She has a hammer and chisel, and she's like looks very confused when you whip around.
She's angry? Angry about what?
She doesn't say anything. She just kind of turns and just starts smacking at the stone. Just whack, 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 whack.
I gave her a more creative outlet for her anger.
She puts the staff across her shoulder. The best way I can describe, just think fucking cliche every anime or fucking Chinese movie does this pose. Fighting can't be creative, and she's sending her brother to smirk.
No.
She just pulls off the staff, very lightly bonks him on the shoulder. Rude. I would like to think that your fighting is elegant and creative. Especially considering your crossbow box.
What? Say that again?
She said, especially considering your crossbow barks.
What?
Wait, say the whole thing you said again.
I would like to think fighting is creative. After all, the way you fight is very elegant and creative seeming. Especially since your crossbow barks.
Your crossbow does what now?
Well, you see, creative comes from the word create. Fights don't create things. Unless you're having very strange intercourse.
And him with this bewildering expression. Are you speaking from experience? Because that was an oddly specific scenario.
What?
I've never seen a connection of intercourse. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, it's probably best you don't.
No, she leaves cheering him, like, so she can talk in his ear. I'm not about to ask you those questions in front of our sister.
She's 21.
Yes, but do you really want to advertise your sex life to your youngest sibling?
I'm missing something.
Exactly.
No, sorry, no, that's not my sex life.
Okay.
So while you two are putzing around in the training room,
he's gonna like send a message, by the way, to everyone when Cassie appears, just like, I would like to have a meeting with you all. But yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Nieves answers any fucking question. I forgot how to talk.
fair enough.
Nieves answers any question to the best of her ability. She's keeping him entertained while the others do their own thing.
It works. Should we switch to Ryle then?
Oh,
Yes, we are switching to Ryle. Vamis will go upstairs and... Ryle!
Is he like fucking in my room? Or
No,
like,
he's
what?
knocking on the door, as I imagine you closed the door.
Yeah, studying.
I'm knocking to be polite, but exercising my authority as the person who owns this place by coming in anyway. Opens the door. Hey!
What do
I
you
heard
want,
you found a
messenger?
book.
Yeah, and I'm studying it.
Can I just see the cover of it real quick?
It's the book of whatever the fuck monsters. Lexicon. Yeah.
Yes, good. That's
Yeah,
kind
now
of
I'm studying
important.
it. Please leave. He just
Uh,
goes back to looking in the book.
hmm. He stays there for like. Well, he's definitely overstayed the please leave, but he just stares at you for a little. He doesn't fully say anything. He's just kind of
Venice. He just
watching.
looks up and he just stays there. What do you need, Venice? I'm trying to figure out what this thing is and get a full comprehension of what it can do. Now, what do you need?
You could just ask. I'm pretty sure I've told you most of what it can do.
Yes, and now I am reading it and I casted Identify on it. I like figuring out things firsthand. You've told me a lot, I want to figure out some other things. Understandable?
Be careful looking too deep into that. Get.
I
Well,
know what it can do now.
you think you know what it can do. It's giving you as much information as it wants you to know.
It wants me to use it.
Mm-hmm.
That lie is given a pretty good case for it, too. He just keeps reading it.
Yeah, he's like, I really wouldn't listen to that particular part of itself. But I also can't stop you.
Why wouldn't you listen to it?
Because it's telling you probably to do things that are, just being honest, rather evil, wicked, or otherwise immoral.
Tia shrugs. Questions is, do the ends need the means, require the means, you know what I mean?
That doesn't prevent it from being a wicked thing by saying that the ends have justified it. Yes, they've justified it to receive the end you wanted. But if it's at the cost of your morals.
In nature, you're not a good creature, right? A good person. Well,
Between other people,
realistically, realistically, what you are, what you're supposed to be, is neutral, right? You're a messenger.
me, yes. I can give advice as much as I want, and I can promote good things. I can't stop you from doing them, which sucks, because you all have good things that could come. I can't say what exactly they are because I don't even know what they are. I'm a messenger for the gods when they have a message to send.
Listen, I'm not a fucking idiot.
I'm not saying you are.
I'm gonna do my research on this shit first.
Mm-hmm.
I know if I ever would do this shit, I'd probably. Best odds is I end up with my god for all of eternity after things go wrong. Worst option, my soul gets ripped asunder someday. Who knows?
More likely the second one if you're following the book.
Exactly.
But, again.
Thing is, you know who my god is.
Oh yeah, I've talked to him. Great person.
They would be more than willing to see my soul get ripped apart if it means power.
Not specifically. They'd prefer to see you come to power and try and debate against those who would say that you're not deserving of it.
Thing is, immortality, the whole immortal part, would let someone theoretically be in power for longer.
It all depends on what you're willing to pay for it.
Exactly. He just keeps reading. Like he's been making very little eye contact with things the whole time.
If you need to look at the scrying table, I have that. He walks out and closes the door behind him.
What would I scry on? Okay.
He pokes his head back in. The pages. That's the whole point of you bringing it here, right? Besides studying it?
On a page would do.
Yeah. The reason why I said that it was kind of a...
page do?
You would know where it is.
No, what is... Oh, wait. We don't know what the page looks like, though.
It looks like a page, and generally if you can locate where it is, and you can find the close whereabouts of it, if you have the book with you...
why would we need the book to do that? Why haven't we been doing it the whole time?
Because we didn't have the book.
Yeah, but why did we need the book to scry on them?
Because the book is needed to find the pages. We have a scrying table, but the scrying table needs a focus.
So this is a focus. That would have been the correct terminology of it, okay?
Yes.
So just continues reading. Now, goodbye.
Closes the door. You seem to just walk downstairs and just be like, someone throw me an Earthos. Actually, don't throw it at me. Don't throw it. Don't throw it.
Oh, Venora had it in a football pose, about to beat him off the head with one.
Just,
Because
please.
Jan had nothing to do. She's hungry.
Please.
I actually might have taken his eye out. Yeah, I'll just hand him one.
Yeah. He takes it and just takes a big old bite of it and just... The limitation of what I can tell people is just...
Chew your food before you speak.
I'll look when I want to.
Well, I don't understand what you're saying.
I would like to point out that I was unfortunately muted because his generator hit one, throw one at him too. So it is the strongest woman in the party getting ready to take this poor fucking twink out with a sandwich.
You're going to try and throw the Earthos at him?
Well, he
I'm
asked
almost
to
dead.
get
Yes!
He immediately said, don't. And then he immediately said, wait, don't, just hand it to me.
No, that's what I mean.
Both of you.
Like, oh, you want me to die?
I could have taken his whole neck out.
Bold.
Death
Bold
by
claim.
sandwich throw.
Sandwich after that.
Bold claims.
You know you would, man. Don't even. Well, Venora would rather. Oh god.
So just kind of sits down and waits for everyone.
Do you want some food?
No, not hungry.
You want a snack, Lila?
Yeah.
I'll go in and see if I can grab something sweet.
One of the
5 Earthoses.
One of the Modrons brings a towel to Lila, who just like grabs it. Seems like rub it between her fingers. She realizes it's like got a little bit of moisture to it. And she just kind of like seems to hold it for a second. Then just slaps it against her face, and you just hear this. Oh. She got a damp cloth after a workout, and is clearly a little bit chilled because she's just enjoying the hell out of it. And she watches. She like kind of
lays down with the towel on her face.
That's exactly what she does. Like, she goes to an area where she figures no one will walk to, and she just lays down with the towel on her face. It's the most unrefined thing you've ever seen her do.
I'm pretty sure this entire family's children are all like that.
Yes. And this is the first time you've seen her do it, though.
There's no hope for this family when it comes down to anything.
I mean, to be fair, the oldest one basically said neener nee to a Empyrean, turned into a creature, and then ran off.
And survived.
As far as you know.
Unless Mammoth is lying to me, I'll walk over to Lila. Excuse me. Brother, I'll walk in the kitchen and see Venora with a miniature pyramid float.
Yeah, we're in a pyramid, it makes sense.
And just kind of look at her. Why didn't you just make a very large stacked sandwich?
They didn't have big enough bread.
We can make you
Or
bigger
just-
bread if you require it.
You don't
That
need
would
big.
be great.
You don't need big bread. You just. I'll stack 2 sandwiches on top of each other.
Whoomp, 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 whoomp. You just see them starting to make fresh bread.
I'm gonna make a po' boy. Because
Do the Scooby-Doo method.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a po' boy, but I'm gonna make it, big. Because Cassie is now introduced Benor into the concept of stacking your sandwiches.
Oh no.
I created a monster.
No, you created a more efficient manner of eating food, Benor. Thanks you.
She's-
Ryla's gonna come running into this kitchen at very fast speeds.
Okay.
Right?
She's
Just, that can happen now? Okay. Yeah, Ryle comes in. Alright, where's Cassie? You, come here.
I have like half the po' boy in my mouth, and I'm just like
Okay.
rapidly trying to eat the rest of it.
Don't
Benora,
choke.
you can come too.
Oh,
I
pedal
love the
with the
thumbs up.
Ryle.
If we run into anyone else, he's gonna say, come here. Basically, follow.
I like hand wave at him to not trip over Lila.
He hops over with
I'll
his
set
amazing
down the treat on Lila's fucking
shit.
stomach.
Also, one of the few times you see Ryle in more his clothes he wears underneath his armor. So,
Like his undergarments?
yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah, he's not his
undergarments
armor
is,
currently.
undergarments
Okay.
is the wrong word.
No.
No,
Undergarments
it's under.
specific underwear.
It's just under
Yeah.
whatever you typically wear. Since
It's
Ryle
that
typically
and
wears
like
armor.
think like plain white shirt that goes up to like halfway through the
He got that military
halfway
sleepwear.
to the arm.
You got the tank
Yeah.
top, yeah.
Well, tank top covering most of the arm to hide the marks. But yeah, if they run into the dynamic idiots, he'll call them too.
We can say they walk in around then.
Yeah. Come on. This is
I guess.
Fabus, I need your magic touch too.
What am I doing? He follows.
Breaking and entering. Come on.
To what?
What?
Jairus' room.
Oh, I can just he's like, oh, he just like walks up, pushes on the door and it opens. Ta-da! Why are we breaking in and entering into Jairus' room?
I don't know.
Is there anything left from Jairus in here? Like even the smallest
Oh.
thing?
Jairus.
Yes, there is. There's his amulet, obviously, on the bed, but there's a couple of items he left behind too, which I never got around to writing down.
Give me one of them.
Alright, let me go look. Character sheet.
I had an idea, boys.
On Jairus.
There's things he would have. Because he left behind a couple magic item stuff, so. He would have left behind the Wand of Magic Missile. I don't think he's gonna desperately need. He left behind whatever he had left of the deck of. No, he's gonna keep that one.
Are you guys Jairus' belongings?
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
take the
there's
wand.
random
That's good
personal
enough.
effects too.
That's
There's
fine.
personal random effects too, but yeah.
That's something he owned for a bit of time. So I'll take the
Oh,
Yeah, he
wand
held
and
that
I'll
for a
walk.
while.
Yeah, Guru, I'm walking to the scrying table.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna scry on Jairus.
Okay.
Go get him.
All right.
Please.
You take one of his effects and you put it on the table once Vamus points you to it.
Yeah.
You put it on the table, and the big map that had all the teleportation circles disappear. And then one of them slowly pulses as you watch as a second little dot appears next to where you were told Dedeville is.
So it doesn't show him; it just shows where he is.
Yes.
There he is.
It's like the dragon radar.
Oh, he's so close, but so far.
So there's the scrawny fuck.
Is Silveris and I in the room again? Or are we
Yeah, he
still...
can
Yeah.
record you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, we're
Nice,
watching.
nice.
That's the scrawny fuck.
Yeah, there he is.
Now this is mine, by the way, and he pockets the wand.
That's fair, I think. Are we gonna go find him? We're going to Deadville, right?
That was just out of morbid curiosity to see if it lined up with this. And now I'll pull the book out, Guru.
Okay.
I want to see if one of the missing pages is next to him.
Okay. So you take off the Earthos bit and you place down the book. Not the Earthos, the Gyrus bit. Thank you, Earthos, for letting me know
Yeah.
that I fucked up there.
I know it does.
I wanted you to know it has 3 charges.
Yes.
Oh, only 3? Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you set down the book. You see again, the one teleportation circle light up, and a dot near Dedevele pops up as well. Not like directly on top of
He
him,
just points at it.
but
Huh?
it's not directly on top of where the gyrospawn was. It's like a little bit off center of it, so it's
Yeah.
nearby at the very least.
Fucking schmuck, you're near it. Alright.
There's also another one in Volfest, and another one on the other side of the Colossi walk.
So,
Where?
there's
Oh my
one
God,
in Volfest,
Yes.
Yeah.
one in Dedevele, and where on the other side of the Colossi path?
At the moment, it shows it
Here?
here. Here. I'll put a dot on for you.
Yeah. Alright.
Nope, don't want it that color. Let's
so my
make
theory
it
might be right. The
gold.
theory might be right. They might
No.
be trying to summon the thing inside Dedevele.
But it seems like there's 2 people trying to summon things in the devil.
Really?
Well,
What?
there's one near it, and then one on the opposite side right about
The
here.
thing is, the one on the opposite side might not be claimed yet.
That's not what I wanted.
Guru,
Stand
can
out.
I look for the page that recently got ripped out, the ritual page?
You basically ask if you can. You basically ask the table to focus on that instead. Okay. That is to the north, over, right about here at the moment.
Where?
I don't know. There we go.
Up there.
Oh,
And he'll
there's
point
the
to
bit.
that one on it. He goes, that one is whatever the fuck the Furbolg stole.
That means there's 4 though.
But this is not a monster. And he points to the one the Furbolg stole. That is a ritual of some kind that's missing out of this book.
Don't like that.
That's
but-
what my research on this book got.
So we basically gotta pick which one get first.
Current problem, he'll point to the one in Dead of LA. Future problem, he'll point to the one above Dead of LA, north of it, and then he'll point to one near the Titan's Post. Concurrent, ongoing, growing problem.
So we can go to Dedevele then. I'm fine with whatever the rest
Who
of
has
you pick.
can you cast sending today?
Yeah,
Or
I
is it-
can.
yeah, that's-
I was gonna do that. Where do you want me to send to?
1 second. This is Butters trying to after getting a name. Where the fuck is the name of my siblings, Guru?
You had them.
Yeah, but I don't know where they are.
Ah. I'm trying to look for it too.
I know Rose was the mother's name, I believe, or one of the no, it was the sister's name.
Yes.
Is Erthos in the room?
Oh wait.
He
Hey,
tried
well,
getting everyone. If Erthos didn't want to come, it's fine.
it would have been in
That's
the where's
okay. Why'd you ask?
Yeah, I was gonna say hi to Erthos. Hi, Erthos. How are you doing? How are you?
I'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay. Gotta check in with the boys every now and then.
This is great.
There you are, Ryle's family. Here, I'm gonna send you the names.
Jade, Ruby, Saren, Belle, and Dez. Okay.
Yes, I was about to send them to you.
I found them as well. Fuck, which one's which? Okay. Which was the wizard? That's Belle, right?
No, Dez.
Dez is the wizard. Dez is the wizard. I want you to send a message to Dez asking if she's got the teleportation, if she's found a teleportation circle to inside Dedeville.
Okay, I can do that.
You have met Dez, so
Yeah. So she should know who I am.
Yes.
so you don't have to say who you are, yeah. Because part of the spell, if they know you, automatically tells them.
Okay, I'm gonna do the sending.
Okay.
Hi. Do you have the teleportation circle to Dedevella ready yet? Ryle wanted to know. That's it.
What time of the day is it, by the way?
She's not asleep. She don't do that. She rarely does that one.
Yeah, she doesn't use the full.
Perfect.
All right. It takes a little bit. Then you just see that it starts with an exasperated.
She sighed at you.
I understand his impatience and have been working to get through it as quickly as possible. I have someone willing to do it, but he owes me a favor.
I gave her payment already. I said, you're being fair. The payment was she does this for me. She gets to identify and study this amulet.
And yeah, that's kind of what she's implying.
Yeah.
But you would
Okay.
know that Nieves wouldn't.
We agreed
now
upon something.
She said, you owe her a favor.
Yeah, I know what it is. It's fine. I told her what the favor would be.
She said she's working on it still.
Oh, she didn't
No,
find
no,
it
no,
yet?
she said she's got it.
Oh, okay. So she said she has it ready.
All right, we can leave for my my hometown in the morning because I forget the fucking name of it.
Okay.
Five Peak Mountains. Is that the name of the fucking town? I don't live in the mountains. Is that the name of the town?
The
Sure,
Fire
this
Peak
is to you.
Mountains are the Fire Peak Mountains. That's the name of the city and the mountain range.
Okay, all right.
Just it basically they were just like, look, it's called the Fire Peak Mountains. We're just gonna make it simple. We're going to the Fire Peak Mountains. The city or the mountains?
Good.
Yes.
Should
So-
I do a sending to Gyrus and tell him we're gonna be there soon?
Nah, let him suffer.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding. It's up to you. We know where he is at least, and we can keep with this. We can keep finding him. Well, there's not so long. Well, better be honest. Could this find a corpse?
No.
Maybe.
Technically, it's still their body, right?
Technically.
Neva seems visibly nervous now.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So yeah, if Jarvis would ever die, we could probably find his corpse with this.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. That's useful. So, does that sound good? We go to the morning, we teleport into the middle of Dedeville, and we give him some help, huh? In the morning?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Let's say that
Alright,
again.
I'm done studying this. Ryle's sister got us away inside Dedeville. We know one of the pages are outside. We go to. This is the tricky part about it all. If we teleport to Ryle's place, right?
Mhm.
We're out of charges for the next 2 days.
That is correct.
So, if the plan is not to summon the thing inside Dedeville, and to summon it outside and conquer Dedeville, we won't be able to teleport out
Yeah.
if it happens within a day or two. You get
It's
what
just
I'm
out
saying?
of character.
Yeah, so what's the plan then?
So we go to So the only current plan we have is go to Ryle's place, use his sister's teleportation circle to go to, or the one she found, to go to Dedeville and help the reinforcements inside.
Yeah.
Probably, I'd say we should probably bring some food too. Food
Yeah.
more.
It might be.
Because
a
if I
lot.
had to guess, they might be running kind of low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Ryle trying to get his family to send reinforcements to it or something? Or
Yeah,
were-
he wanted to see he wanted to get people if he could. He told his dad to try to get some forces, possibly, but he wasn't gonna make. He said to do it if he could, but he doesn't know if he's doing it or not.
Were we able to get the king to and their forces in on this too, or no?
Thing is, who does the king have left?
Yeah, I mean, they're with the druids from what I remember,
Yeah.
so the druids
Who
might be
sits on the
able-
throne isn't exactly the person you want to be talking to. 9/10 So the law means that they're the king right now.
Well, you know what I mean.
I
No,
know.
Matt, I'm implying probably whatever the king's guard he had probably got fucking murdered in the takeover or got forced to bend the
Oh,
knee.
yes, I wasn't
Yeah.
talking about them either. I meant
Yeah.
like the king and their older brother
druids.
is
Mhm.
with the druids, and the druids
Right,
could help.
yeah.
Do you
So-
want me to contact the druids?
I don't know if that was the plan or not. I don't remember.
You can ask them.
We did contact the druids. We contacted the king.
And through
No, we
Isaac.
contacted their brother, who contacted the king, who contacted the druids. I
Nice.
don't remember what they said, but that's happened.
I don't think they
Yeah.
replied yet. Was the issue?
They replied.
Yeah.
Did they?
I was under the impression that they were not able to, more or less. They just didn't have the resources to get there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just brought it up because I didn't know if anyone else would remember better.
I think we got. I know we definitely have Ryle's sister. The one Cassie fucked is in on coming up with
Mm-hmm.
and then whoever my dad can get.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's a contact D.
Then,
Alright. Yeah.
yeah, what does Raul say?
Sound like a game plan?
Cassie nods.
Yeah, it
Sounds
does.
good.
So we're heading straight into this Den of Valley tomorrow.
We're heading into the middle of the war zone, yeah. We're
Well,
going
you don't have
to
to go.
my. Yeah, we're going
You
to my. We're going to a teleportation circle outside of my town, walking to my town a few hours, going to a teleportation circle in that town to Daredevil, and then being in the middle of the war zone, yeah.
You don't
love
have to come
hearing-
with us.
I don't feel it so harsh in the background. Just go.
Yeah, he's talking a little internally, a little out externally.
So Nora swallows the remnants of her sandwich and like pats him on the back.
Welcome to the group.
Ready to, you're ready to pony up, big boy, and he shoves something into your chest.
There it is.
Pony up.
He looks.
Yeah. It's one of the. It's Jairus' amulet.
Yep.
Shoves it into your chest.
And this is.
It's what we've got on. Put it on. It'll keep you safer than you would be.
Well,
If it
hold on.
accepts you, that is.
I mean, there's that. Also, do you want to leave with us?
Well. I can't very well turn my back to this.
I mean,
I mean, you
let's
could.
face it, thousands of people are.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I can't, then I won't.
You either live like a tiger, you either die like a
Mm.
tiger, or live long enough to see yourself become a pussy.
I
I'm not
don't
quite
know.
sure how that. She just like stops.
And this amulet, this will let me teleport as well?
Here, and to other of these circles on the points to the map.
But I understand there's a trial involved, or...
Your trial is essentially in progress.
Is there anything else I should be doing?
Do your best.
Yeah,
What
you
you
got my
could
personal
do-
assistant.
Yeah, what you could do is you could go outside this place, right? Pyramid, and then work your way in. Because apparently that's all you need to do.
Just let him have the amulet for now. I guess. I don't know. Will a god accept him? He has a god, right? Will she accept him? He looks at Venice.
They're going to keep an eye on him.
He, her. Alright. Can he use the fucking thing? And looks at points to the amulet. But
He's looking
will
at
he
the
be able
amulet in his
to?
hand.
He'll be able to use it. It's not bonded to
Alright, so-
anyone. I mean, I warned you guys that if it's not bonded to someone, that it can be used by other people.
Alright, that
Yeah.
works then. And he will look to Sil. Look, I've given you a lot of fucking shit, right?
And just
Take
point?
this as me believing in you that you're not a cunt, got it? And that you're actually worth something.
You've done a good job, Silveros.
Just
So close.
Use that thing. Help us go defend a town that's probably going to be taken over by cults.
Cassie actively does not. She like cringes as he says that.
Right. Oh, not like there's any other choices there.
But
There's the option of going and leaving and letting this place become a split continent that eventually has pieces of it just kind of let it drift, but that's completely your choice.
Two choices.
Well, that's not very much of a choice.
Oh no, but
That's
it's a
an
choice that people do
ultimatum.
choose.
Let's be honest. It's like this. You either be a hero or be a coward at this point. Nothing's wrong with
No,
I
being a
don't
coward.
think that's quite
it's
how
not
that
down
is.
to that.
In my opinion, it is.
That's your opinion.
It's not. It's not selfish.
To not want to
to
die.
not- yeah. If you just want to live the rest of your days and have fun, that's okay. You don't have to be with us or help us or do any of that shit. It doesn't make you a coward.
Earthos, did you say have fun?
But if this all fails, then won't
Whatever.
everyone die?
Possibly. I don't know.
Maybe
Including him.
Yes, he kind of shakes his head and pushes his glasses up, and he's like, "No, I'm inclined to agree."
He doesn't help. A lot of people die. One of those people might be him. So it's either he takes the chances to die in a fight, or he takes the chances to die not fighting, and then backing out on the chances to help. Those are the options now.
Yeah, I know that. But choosing not to help
Either way,
doesn't make you a
probably
coward.
dead.
Cassie just sighs. It sounds like Phil has made up his mind, regardless of whatever kind of choice it is. So, she'll hold her hand out to him. Says, welcome to the group. We're not healers, so we'll try our best to keep you alive as we do with the others.
I'm sorry, what did you say? Could you repeat that? I actually didn't hear you.
She said you are a healer, so we'll try and do our best to keep you alive, just like we do with the others.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, guys.
he'll kind of shakily shake her hand, like kind of weakly, but he'll be like,
Oh.
I'll try to do the same.
Got that fucking
Oh.
fish
Is
handshake.
this a case if he doesn't want to touch or he's just weak?
He's a little shaken up right now. That's all.
He's maybe we should all just
If
rest
you-
for now.
If you need to take some time, I'm sure there's a room for you.
Probably was made upon you getting that amulet.
Before we get to all of that, there's something I wanted to ask about our plans in Dideville. What exactly do we intend to do there?
Defend.
Besides, yes, defending.
Well, if we can get the page, then we eliminate them summoning anything. Saves us a lot of trouble.
Here's the thing. If we get the page, whoever has the page is going to have to teleport away. Otherwise, it's just going to be a case of hot potato, and I'm pretty sure that they can outrace most of us.
If we can prevent it for now, that's a win.
I guess my
If we
main
can get the
concern.
page, that's a bigger win.
My concern here is that, are we supposed to be meeting this Gyrus, or?
No, the fuck
No.
might die.
Oh.
He's doing his own plan and doing his own thing. If we run into him, there will be two options. He will either come with us, or we have to fight him.
To be honest, I think if we met him, he'd probably end up dying anyway. Not by our hand.
But yeah,
Alright.
So I think he might do his best to stay out of our way.
He's definitely got a confused look on his face, and he's like, "Is he not?"
He didn't leave on good terms. Is the best way to put it.
he's
But
the past.
he's still
He's the
in.
past. We don't need to worry about him right now.
Let
He's
us
of our
keep it
least of our
moving.
concerns.
We have a day. at least a bit to rest. What were you trying to ask? You might as well fill it in fully. She looks at Syl.
He kind of shakes his head and he's like, "Oh goodness, there is so much."
It's okay. You can take your time.
Feel free to ask any of us a question. We'll try and answer as truthfully. And she looks at Ryan. She says this next bit seriously as we can.
Right. Well, let's. You mentioned a room. Is there somewhere I could rest or?
She'll
What
just
kind of
go up to
armor
the
does
stairs.
he have, by the way?
You need like medium armor?
Let me.
What kind of armor is Syl wearing?
Let me double check. He's wearing half plate.
Half plate? Alright, I can't upgrade him anymore. Anyone wearing like lesser fucking armor?
I think I just have
anyone's armor
studded.
could be better.
I only have studded leather, so I can't go up higher.
Alright. Well, I think your AC might be higher with half plate. Oh no. But make it at least less stealthy.
Oh, no, if I put on medium armor, it'll make my AC higher. Just stealth would not be a thing.
Yeah. Nieves, what are you wearing?
I think I'm wearing leather armor.
Do you want medium?
Yeah.
Or I would actually, do you want an upgrade?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
This is gonna sound weird. Venice, I can't sending someone that doesn't have one of the amulets, right? I can only sending a different amulet.
If you have said what?
The amulets can only sending to each other.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Can you text my mom then? Or sending my mom? I'd say tell her you need better armor and that Ryle will pay for it eventually. Like an IOU type thing.
Okay, I'll do that.
If we're going into the middle of a war zone and have to defend the town, we all need to be at our best.
Okay. Where's Silveros gonna stay?
Yeah, mini rooms, right?
Okay.
We had one for your sister, and you looks at the twins.
There should be a room.
Wait, your sister? You mean the lady from earlier?
Yes.
Yes, NPR?
Farmus,
Yes.
there's a room for Silveros, isn't there?
Yeah. He wants to have one of the rooms up there. He can take one.
Yes, any would be just fine.
I can show you if you want.
I would like to have a word with the rest of you.
Oh.
Not you, Silveros. You can be excused because you weren't aware at the time.
Should I be present for this conversation?
No, not necessarily. It probably just stressed you out, to be honest.
I think we're a little past that now.
You want
He
to
looks
stay
at her
for
both.
Only if you feel it's fine to say in front of me.
Yeah, I have no quarrel saying in front of you. Just know that I'm not really referring to you. But yeah,
Right?
I'm quite angry about what happened today. It really felt like we just didn't take any of that seriously. The way we just kind of stood around for like an hour or something looking at some fucking statues when, some Furbolg cultists just, casually doing their own ritual. If we had gotten straight to the point, then we probably could have prevented, something being, the page being taken out of the book.
Or they could have had the same progress, seen us coming, summoned the bone thing again, and still escaped.
No, I'm with him on this.
They had like how much time do we spend out of character?
Doing
3
what?
hours. Because of how many identifies I got
Yeah.
to do.
Oh
It
yeah.
took hours. I had to. You guys had me identify so much shit.
When?
It takes
Wait.
11 minutes.
Did I
I
actually
did
have
it
you
more
identify
than 10
something?
times. You guys got me to identify so much shit.
I literally don't even remember having to identify the fucking statue. I believe you, but I
Yeah, I had to. Each statue you guys had Ryle look at took 11 minutes.
Oh, they're so fucking hurt. Ugh.
Yeah.
So yeah. We spent like an hour looking at statues. They had a lot of prep time. Prep time that they wouldn't have had if, who knows, they may not have even been there yet. In the time we were spending examining all that shit, they could have walked in, taken the page, and then summoned it, and then ran out.
The thing is, they weren't looking for something to summon. Just so you're aware.
What are they looking for?
They got a ritual. I'm not sure what the ritual does, but I don't believe it's to summon one of the things we were looking for. They are a third party doing something completely different from the rest. They have their own agenda that doesn't include one of these monsters. How it looks like, at least.
I can speak a little more to their methods and why they might have been doing it after they're done, if you'd like.
I think we need to currently worry about one thing at a time.
That's fair. Go on,
If you
Echo.
stress over too much, you know.
So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say. And the ballet dancing, I mean,
even I will agree with that.
Fuck you, it was 2 minutes long. I've been depressed. I want to have a moment to enjoy myself.
We're all depressed.
Yes, and I'm going out of my way to take 2 minutes to myself after hours of having to look at shit for you people.
Honestly, I thought you were Mason working. That's why I just wandered around.
I don't regret dancing for 2 minutes. It's not like me not dancing for 2 minutes would have gotten me anywhere since you people didn't do it and they still fucking summoned it. So, or got done with what they needed to be done. So,
I think we all
didn't fucking
messed
matter.
up on this bit of a mission. There are places we all need to improve. Can we agree upon that?
yeah.
We have all made mistakes. And it makes sense, because who, every single day, as a normal job, tries to save a country? Up until recently, we were wandering around the country just having fun up until this cult shit started. Mistakes are bound to happen. That's life. She looks at Raw. I don't blame you for trying to have some fun dancing. I just walked off because all I could think was the missing friend that I had. I felt lonely. I wanted out of the situation. I wandered into something dangerous. She looks at her and goes, we also can't spend an hour identifying things. I agree with you there as well. We need to do better. But as of right now, all we can do is reflect upon it and learn from it. We have a mission. We need to work out the issues that we have right now and get our head back in the game so the world doesn't end. I plan to try and do something. You are all free to do whatever you want. Ramus, can you show me something real quick? I need to look at that scrying table.
For what?
just to see if I can figure something out. I want to see where our allies are in their Daydayville.
Do you have item affairs, by the way?
I believe I have something of a teacher.
No, I have something. I'll hand you. I have their crest.
Ah, thank you.
I have their crest. Yeah, that Ryle. Also keeps on him.
She'll very gently take it and
A
give him a
banner that
smile.
he hangs behind or sometimes near his family crest banner that's on his pelvis.
Nieves is gonna actually try to talk to Silveros.
I am too, by the way.
Oh, he's popular.
I was gonna say, when Cassie's getting up and I guess going to do that, he'll at least be like, and he'll kind of adjust his glasses and he'll be like, I do apologize for my behavior. Or whatever.
Well,
Might.
again, I wasn't referring to you.
I understand, but I didn't help the problem.
You couldn't have helped. You didn't know. If you did know, then you could have. But that's hindsight.
Hey, big man. Look at Silverest. Those reading glasses are those, Mike, you can't fucking see glasses.
Corrective lenses.
Yeah.
They're reading glasses, yes.
Alright. I'll just wander off.
Kind of confused expression. Okay.
You're making something.
No, I figured as much.
Enchantment breaks glasses
If
reassembled.
Silveros leaves the room, Nieves is gonna follow him and wait until they're alone to talk to him.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he'll ask Nieves to help her find a room for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when they're alone, could you do you still have can you still use ascending today?
I don't have it prepared.
Okay, that's fine.
I was planning on preparing it tonight. Should I not?
Oh no, yeah, it's not prepared. I just wanted to know if you had it now. That's okay.
Yes, I don't, unfortunately.
Okay, that's okay. I'm sorry a lot happened today. Must be so overwhelming for you.
A bit. I've been mixed up in some things, but nothing to like this.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy.
I'd say.
I'll help him find a room. Oh, sorry.
I imagine you're saying this
Yeah,
as you're entering a room that he can occupy.
Okay, yeah, and then in the room he kind of...
Very, very plain room. There are just bookshelves, desk. Nothing super fancy. Just kind of a bare bones room, if you will.
That works just fine for him.
Okay. What was he gonna say?
Once they're in the room, he kind of glances around and he's like,
Yeah?
Could I ask more about this Gyrus person?
Yeah, you can.
So,
Yeah.
if we're to meet him...
I don't know if we will. Everybody else doesn't seem that interested.
He is giving you all information, yes?
As best he can. I really haven't. He doesn't have sending, I think, so he's kind of helpless. And he's also really frail. He's scrawny. And he left without telling anyone.
Then I suppose in the future I'll just refrain from bringing him up.
Oh, okay.
He seems to be a sensitive topic. Should I be worried about this amulet?
Oh, no. The amulet's fine. You can use it.
Just kind of not.
Okay. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye. Nieves will leave, and she will do the sending to Ryle's mom. Because he was like, send a sending to my mom about the armor. So Nieves will do that. And she will say thank you to the mom.
Ryle said I owe her one. That he actively told you to say that.
I said I tell her I owe you and I'd pay it back over.
Yeah, she incorporates all that. She incorporates all that.
Mm-hmm. So she says, "You're welcome. Please tell my brother he's still a bitch.
Okay.
Nope, mom.
Oh, Mom. My apologies. I thought it was Dez. Well, you mentioned the favor, and it confused me. I'm like, oh, yeah, Mom. She will say, "You're very welcome. I hope that it keeps you safe. Please tell Ryle that he needs to keep his nose clean and that he is good." I'm going to. I hate him being gone so long, and then just ends at that.
Mom, sorry to
Tell
get
my
the
son
ramble.
he's a little bitch.
No, that would have been the sister, not the mother. My apologies. I misunderstood which person was getting the sending. So Mom is just like that for now.
Not gonna lie, my voice acting at the end was kind of
Was kind of what?
fire.
Thank you.
Oh, mine, I mean. But yours,
Oh,
No,
both of us.
you didn't say which one. Yours was definitely good.
Thank
Brava.
you.
pick up the bun.
I'm good at sounding like I'm crying.
Ryle will eventually walk into Silveros' new room.
Oh, he's not there.
Yeah, he's trying to find him. This is much later in the night, by the way. Like, much later.
Oh,
Like,
if that's the
yeah.
if that's the case, would Silveros have been able to run across the library?
Some of it.
Some of the library?
I mean, you're not gonna be able to look through the entire library tonight, but you're able to find the
no.
library.
Okay, then that's probably where he's holed up. He's probably reading it. He's looking. By the way, he's looking for anything medicine related.
I figured as much. It's a big library.
I'm gonna assume Ryle can find him in that motherfucker. Because, like, he's
it's
not
not-
in his room. A few other places he'd be.
Yeah, there's a few other places you could look, and you'd eventually find him in the library.
Okay.
Hey,
He looks
fucking
up.
tired. Everybody else in the group has something I made for them. As a sign of good faith and kindship. I made something for you. And he'll pull it out of his pocket.
Oh.
It is a oval shape with a hinge on the two hinges on the back and a latch on. It has your god's symbol on it, though it is a very minimalist design of it. And it says Silveros in Elvish on it. So if you hit something big when combat starts, you can take your little glasses off and put them in the box.
Oh.
It's got some cloth on the inside, not much. Best I could whip up short's notice.
He takes his glasses off right now to like test it out.
Yeah. He actually does have it has a bit of a lining so that the chain goes around the edges of it, since you have a chain connected to your glasses. Yeah.
Well, thank you. And you made this.
He points to he points on the inside. It's like a bit of metal with the family crest on it. Yeah.
He's actually kind of smiling. He's touched actually.
Cassie got some shit, I forget. Nieves got a ring. Bertha's got that choker. What did I make for Nora, man?
You made a featherfall coin.
No, I gave that to you. I made you something. I made everyone in the group something, I believe.
Pretty sure you made me the featherfall coin, but let me
No,
double
I
check.
fucking did.
No,
I'm
No, I
inept.
didn't. He bought that.
I just said I'm inept.
I'm still inept. I'm trying. Hey, look, I've been making moves to try to get Arcana proficiency. I'm trying.
If I remember correctly, you made her a fucking, I want to say horse statue, I think. So I know she asked you to make something for Lila.
Cassie, yeah, for Cassie. Yeah, Nieves the ring of a rose. That looks like a rose. I don't know. I made everyone something, and I wanted to make you something to show. Just don't fucking die. You're useful.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Why do you wear reading glasses like most of the time?
So I can read.
So I can read?
But you're not always reading, right? Like,
I never know when I need to read.
But isn't that what the chain's for? To like let it dangle?
Well, yes, but I don't want it being crushed if I get hit or something.
You're strange, man. Um,
He just kind of nods.
I've got a question for you that I don't know if you've seen. I've shown the rest of the group, but something tells me you know more about religion than the other cleric in the party. So, I've got something to show you, and I want to know what the fuck you think it means.
He kind of straightens up and pushes his glasses up, and he's like, I know a great deal about a lot of things.
Ryle takes off his
Okay.
shirt.
Oh, okay.
Bah, bah,
Nervously glancing around like, what is this?
What is happening?
He just shows you his body, which, once again, it's those markings fucking covering it. Any clue?
He looks a little awkward, like he doesn't want to stare at you straight on quite yet, but...
Look at my titties,
not
come
good.
on, man.
Do it. Do it.
Hold on.
In your eye.
They put their glasses back on to look.
Oh my fucking god,
In
Miles.
your eye.
Don, I guess looking it over, does he know anything?
Religion check.
Miles' massive goblin energy is just killing me here.
Can he guidance himself?
Yeah.
Okay, this is something he's...
It's not something that that you're going to be been like, what the hell are you doing if you're asking for a little bit of guidance on this.
I feel like it would make enough sense for him to do it. And...
Nice. Nice!
25.
25, okay.
Many of the actually, let me just double check real quick. They are towards your gods, correct? Or your god, correct, Ryle?
I don't fucking know. Okay, so how it worked in his backstory was the egg hatched whenever Ryle was born.
Mm.
He looked fucking normal. The thing that came out of the egg, Lil Vatha, walked up to him and they touched noses. And thus his body ended up like this magically, and it looked like the fucking things got burned into it.
Yes, good. Marvelous. I was just making sure I remember that right.
That's how he got his, basically, Guru, that's how he got his covenant bond.
Nope, I figured as much.
Yeah.
So looking this over, it's burnt scars that are organically grown with his age. They've not necessarily stretched or warped in any way. They're like, it looks like it's not fresh, but just a part of his skin, different skin tones, if you will, almost. The part that you're interested in, though, is that essentially it is how do I put this? It is essentially a thing that seems to be stating that the agreement between lives is to tip the scales and to advocate for what justice can be blind to. It's a number of things like that, and based off some of the other ideologies that you're seeing in part of this covenant on his skin, a lot of it matches up with Philtemro. One of Philtemro's lesser known jobs amongst the gods is to be the part of the devil's advocate, essentially to speak out against things that people are too at ease with. They think that everything just can stay the same, and essentially she will yell out for change where change is needed. Not necessarily change for the better or change for the worse, just change. A little bit of chaos, if you will.
Okay.
Upsetting the natural order enough that it grows.
Okay.
It's one it's a part of Philtemro lore that most people either aren't taught or ignore because of the fact that it's not one of her major stories. but it is clearly written as part of this covenant on his skin.
Okay. When he's reading it over and everything, he's probably saying and observing things out loud. So all of this he says to Ryle is.
Are you Am I a fucking history book?
You asked me to read this.
Guru, is that about right? Am I a fucking history book?
A little bit.
Alright. Yeah. Alright. Go with me on this, right?
Alright.
I'm morbidly curious. And he pulls down his pants.
He closes his eyes and he's like, I'm not sure I want to be reading that much.
Look, man. I'm curious. There might be hiding the best bits. Aren't you at least a little curious about what knowledge is hiding on my penis?
No!
It could be forbidden law.
I definitely don't need to know that
Forbidden
much.
law anywhere.
Listen, look. You're a man of knowledge, right?
Yes!
And you're like a medical professional, right?
In a way, yes.
So how's this weird?
I don't want to see your dick, Ryan!
Look, I think this is like necessary.
I'm not.
Look, I'm not hard or anything. I'm limp as can be. Come on, man. Inspect my genitals. Come on.
Something written across your penis.
I really want someone to like wander out of their room like, for a minute.
Gone! Gone!
Alright, let them have their moment.
half of this group has seen my penis. They can attest to it.
This is an initiation of sorts.
No.
Sure.
Inside letter, go on.
Yeah, he doesn't have to insight. He's not believing it.
Look, I'm just saying, this could be really cool.
He barely peeks at his face.
Come on, man. Look, brothers. He pulls out his hand.
He takes his hand and he's like, speak of this to nobody.
Well, I was gonna come down and shoot the wall.
I'm now convinced someone to look at my character.
yeah, you did.
The best part is, none of the markings are around your pelvic area.
Yeah, well, Guru, Guru, here's the thing. Before there were, so this is news to Ryle, they must have disappeared. Because it was, the only part it didn't cover was his head.
Well, he's going
There's-
to look after muttering a prayer to his own god, probably.
The majority of them are actually more on your outer thighs and inner thighs, not around your dick.
Hey, that's still in the area.
It's-
It's close enough.
Because unfortunately the canvas is a little bit too difficult to mark things down
detailed
with.
on?
Yeah. So whoever did this was understanding enough to not put lore on the dick.
Is there anything on the dick?
Uh,
Is there at least one mark?
there's at least
Curious.
one marking.
Oh my fucking god.
It is nothing that has anything to do with the lore. It is just a marking, just to be like, you're special.
Oh, God.
Okay, then he's butt-ass naked and he looks, yeah?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
butt-ass naked, and you're looking. Some more of the lore that you're able to get from his legs and ass. It's on his ass. I did say that.
Do I need to do the full hustler? You know what I mean?
No,
Shout out
you
to
don't
those
have
that
to
know
do
what the hell
that.
that means.
No, you don't need to do
Oh
that.
my God.
It also seems to indicate that Feltemro, which actually, as you're reading this is actually something that you didn't really care about before, but it kind of was just like, oh, that's a neat little fact. Feltemro specifically was one of the two dragon gods, because you probably thought about, hey, kobolds were just made by probably just one of the dragon gods in Garius, seems like a right fit. Apparently it was Feltemro who made the kobolds, not to act as servants, but to act as messengers of what was going on in the world to Feltemro. That's on one leg. On the other leg,
Mhm.
it mentions how Feltemro still deals with the fiends and attempts to find ways to curry favor against other forces that displease both herself and someone that she has been speaking with. It doesn't say specifically who, but apparently someone.
And that's the other leg.
That's the other leg.
All right, now look above my dick.
I can't.
You look above the dick,
Please
there's not really much there except, just more of what was kind of continued on his chest.
And what?
Huh? Butters?
Said to the- I think
Butters?
I kicked him.
Perfect timing.
Divine punishment.
Perfect timing.
Really?
Smiting.
Fucking divine. Just like, no, I've had enough.
Be silent.
I'm sorry. I
There
got
you
that
go.
Discord.
Yeah.
What did you say? That last
Now
bit?
one more area, and he turns around.
Okay.
Please tell me he clenches his ass.
Flex like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's where you're able to see more of the details of either leg. They spread all the way back.
Mhm.
Once he's done reading this all out loud, he's like, he kind of closes his eyes and pinches his nose, and he's like, "Are we done? That's all there is."
All right. Yep. Put underwear back on.
Please, God.
See, you learned some things, didn't you?
At what price?
I mean, I wouldn't be angry at looking at my body.
Hmm. is, is that all? Is that all you needed?
Yeah.
Right. Then good night.
Have a good night, Silverhouse.
He just turns back to his reading, and he probably takes a moment to try to clear his thoughts.
You're never getting the thought of Ryle Dick out of your head. Sorry, it's stuck in there
Yeah.
now. Engraved, burned in.
Harder, look what I put in
Can we?
chat.
So you know that classic cartoon photo of like you see the characters naked, you can just see their butt, and
Yeah.
then like in the background like it's like there in the foreground, and in the background there's someone looking at them from the front.
Mhm.
Can we get this art, please?
No.
I just legit, all I can think is the way that it works for Silveros now is like the fucking Homer Simpsons meme. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Just
Nothing
like
at all.
Ryle.
It just pops up.
Just like Ryle double cheeked up, like in front of Silver.
Oh dear. Yeah, he's gonna spend probably a little too long in the library just
Oh,
doing
nice.
whatever.
I'm not leaving where I'm at till 2, dude. I'll go out to John. I'm probably gonna get fucked up.
I'm gonna look for Earthos.
Before you can do that, you were doing other things first.
Me? What am I doing?
No. You
Oh,
were doing
what
other
do
things first.
Me?
Yes, you were doing other things. Earthos is getting some stuff done.
Oh, I need to reply to this.
So
Oh,
Earthos.
I'm gonna hunt down Earthos.
No. You wait your turn. So Earthos.
Yeah.
After a little bit, everyone starts kind of dispersing and whatnot, and Vamus just kind of like motions for you to kind of just walk with him.
Why? This is in character.
I don't know. I feel like I need to talk to you.
Okay. I will entertain you then.
Appreciate it. He starts walking you down like what it feels kind of like an endless hallway because like you start walking down for like a minute and there just seems to be like no real end to it. And it kind of feels like it's tilted just slightly, like you're walking in a big circular hallway that you can't quite see the curve of it until you get to a point that you kind of can see that you're like, yeah, no, that's curved. And you walk with him for a moment. He doesn't say anything for a moment. I'm guessing you're just kind of looking straight forward for a little bit as you're walking.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. I need to answer that real quick. You
Stop asking questions, guys.
so you walk for a moment. A moment passes, and you feel a faint gust of wind kind of like brush against your face. Like, it's strange though, because one, you're inside of a goddamn pyramid, and there's not really windows to open to get that. And two, it came from Vamp's direction.
Did you just blow off?
Did you look at it? Do you look at him?
Yeah.
DR, I caught what you just said, but don't
Okay.
worry.
You look at him, and it is the man from the mirror, standing next to you, walking next to you.
I just fucking put my hands over my face. Oh.
He glances to you, and you just see this very faint, wry smile. Forgive me for commandeering Vamus for a bit of your time. I figured that it would be best to... No. Whatever gave you that idea? Was it my charming good looks and the fact that I'm a foot taller than him? Or is it the fact that he still looks like he's very...
You looked like him.
He does not look like him.
No.
Yeah.
What? No, see, the fact that you looked like him.
Oh no. This is he points to themselves. They point to themselves. This is Vamus. I'm just borrowing it.
Oh.
He is the messenger of the gods, and we will speak
Okay.
through him as we desire.
Okay. So you're a god.
Yes, I have a moment from my normal duties to actually speak to you one-on-one. Especially since you put me in a good mood. It's not often that someone attempts to tell a god of justice that he's the bad guy. It made me smile, for lack of better words. And you can see he does have a bit of that smile to his face, just a very amused, just...
Right.
I have been paying attention to you, and to your whims and ways. Do you not feel that your position has been earned?
Position?
Yes.
What, with an amulet?
Yes.
Well, at this point, I suppose.
At this point,
Yeah. I don't see how walking through doors and like yeah, I don't see how walking through doors and getting possessed by a lack of emotion qualifies me for something as powerful as this, or something as powerful as Vamna says it is.
you're correct. You are quite possibly very unworthy of it.
See?
Because you failed the final test.
Alright then.
I will explain it to you. It is not just to leave you in the dark about things that you could not have known, and that you can choose to explain it to your allies as you wish. It is none of my concern. But they did not need it explained to them. You do. The final test was a leap of faith. Choosing to allow yourself to bond with this item on the judgment of someone who has said that you are worthy, has said that you are deserving of this, and being told and taking it upon yourself that you have decided that you are worthy. Each of the others took it, They did not need it explained to them that this was a leap of faith. They bonded with it, and their leap of faith was rewarded. You are not a leaper, Arthos.
No, most certainly not.
You like your feet more firmly set on the ground. I may be one of the sky, but there's a reason why I chose you. You have your head firmly on your shoulders and your feet on the ground. I will acquiesce to your request. You will be able to bond with your amulet in an instant, but you will receive it when I have deemed you worthy. Not when you have deemed yourself worthy, or perhaps you will have deemed yourself worthy in that moment. You wish to show that you are capable of doing more than simply, as you say, walking through doors and accepting a calling from entities you could not see before. You've lost the chance to simply bond with it and take that leap. You see me now. One cannot simply say that it is faith anymore, if you have seen me. To have faith is to believe in things without fully knowing they're there. But you know now, and that is far more dangerous. Because you know, and now you must make choices of what to do with that knowledge.
Right.
You are deserving of this knowledge, though. I have considered it. And to be fair, were it not I, it would have been Zoo who would have stood before your group and spoken to you all, but I convinced him that the others of your group are still flying on their faith, and that will get them further to do so. You need knowledge. You need to have a physical proof. As such, you will physically prove to me of your intentions. Is that fair?
Arthur thinks.
Oh dear.
No, doesn't want to just go and piss off a god.
You can speak freely.
I do not submit to the judgments of other beings, even if they are gods. I never said or meant, if you were watching me, that I had no faith in your existence. Merely faith in you, like belief in whatever the fuck you do. I don't. You gods are far removed from the world.
We have
and
need
they
to
rarely
be.
help people.
We have need to be. Do you believe that the primordial entities beyond this world simply stopped existing? But more to the point, did I ever say that I said you did not believe that we existed? You did not believe in our choice. You did not believe that a god would have been able to take the time to search through the many people upon this world and look at you, and he points at you, could be worthy of such as this.
And I question whether it's your right to decide who is worthy. Who are you to judge other people?
I am the god of judgment, child.
So says who?
You okay. Cool. What's your wisdom modifier for wisdom saving throws?
It's a +3.
Nope. No. You don't get no. I'm not gonna make you try and make a save against something you can't. You watch as a shadow of his form seems to shift suddenly as you see the entire hallway and seeming to encompass even further beyond what you can actually see of this hallway suddenly becomes a dragon staring down at you. It's for an instant, 6 seconds at most, and then it comes back in as he just stares at you. I am Ungarius, boy. I was ordained by the council of many who have created and sifted through the minuscule bits of power that eventually became even more minuscule parts of yourself. Ongarius. I will spell it for you, you questioning sons of guns.
I love how in my mind, Arthur's just went, yeah, I'm definitely not following this guy. Just Arthur's thinking like, never mind. Any previous thought I had, it's all out of the window. Fuck this guy, I hate him. He's gone.
Shh. You're not there. Shh. I do not need your respect. I do not need your thoughts on this. But you need to understand that you are not above the law any more than I am. I am only able to do this within the laws to speak with you. I am only able to choose within the laws to say who I believe is most worthy. That is not to say you are the only person worthy of this. You and your fellows are worthy, but if need be, we could get another group and have these amulets shipped to them instead if you are preferring that. Give it to someone else's problem. Someone who won't care as much as you. Maybe they'll care more, maybe they won't. I chose you because you have your feet on the ground. You know the people, and if you walk away, you know that there will be consequences. You've already thought this out. You've considered this. I know that that would be what you would do, because I have seen you do it time and again. You who would return to inform servants to flee when an entity of great power is stirring trouble. You who would protect your friends as best you can in the ways with which you are able. You who mourn for one already dead. I have seen what you have gone through. I did not make my choice idly. To say that I have done so is a great insult.
Okay, well, I will take your offer. However, since you are, of course, more powerful than me, I have a condition. Go.
He's waiting.
Okay. I don't know if he was like nodding or just like.
He's completely flat expressioned.
Since you would like to prove, or you would like to, yes, since you would like to prove that I would be worthy of this amulet.
No, you would be proving to me that you are worthy.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
No, you said for me to prove to you.
Oh,
Wording is
okay.
important with these things.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be all over.
Shh.
So, yeah, since you would make me prove to you that
There you
I'm
go.
worthy, I would like the same. Because I would very much, well, I suppose it'd be my dream to be considered equals to all other beings. Not in the sense of power, but in a moral sense.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
And that's the
19.
GM. 19.
Yeah, no, 19. I'm reading it out loud. What terms are you asking for? You're asking for
Well,
proof.
Proof that well, I suppose that prove to me that your judgment is sound and that you're worthy of my respect in much the same way that me proving I'm worthy of the amulet would perhaps prove I'm worthy of respect.
I feel like that would just put more weight upon your own shoulders. Proving that my judgment was correct is you proving that you are worthy of the amulet, is it?
Well, you might be a god of justice, but you're still subjective.
I try to remain as objective as I can, but my sister tells me I can be a real, in her own words, airhead. There's, again, a faint smile to his face. But I do my best in that regard. To be objective.
Yes. But it is not certain, so surely a proof in that regard is not out of the question.
Then speak more plainly what it is you're expecting of myself. You're expecting me to prove that my judgment was objectively correct, but that is in turn saying that you will be proving that you were worthy of the amulet.
Hold on. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the chat. Hmm. He thinks. fuck out of character. My mind is turning a blank right now. My mind is just not working. Ugh.
You're fine. I had to make sure I was prepared for this.
I didn't think I'd make it this far.
To be fair, the way you've been role playing it has been spot on with what I expected, and it's. I'm not going to say too much more at the moment, but so far, you know.
How much time do you have?
Uncertain. Likely I'll be dragged out of this before too long, needing to continue to defend this world as we have for as long as we can remember.
Well, gods need worshippers, don't they?
Yes.
So, I suppose in a sense you'd be proving that, well, you're worthy of my respect, and in doing so, prove that you're worthy of worship.
And how are you asking for me to do that?
Nah, not cleric, just worshiper. Sorry, that sounded like a car alarm.
If anything, wouldn't he go paladin?
Probably paladin.
Yeah.
Vengeance or crown, maybe. Crown paladin.
Hey,
Nah,
what
not
about
nice.
Wanderer in PR? You hired a really cool guy, maybe that one.
He doesn't have the strength for it, sadly, or the charisma.
Stop calling him out.
Well,
I mean, if you were wanting
We
to
gotta
do
get
that,
back
we
on
could.
course, guys.
Shh. He's still figuring his stuff out.
on what criterion are you judging that I'm worthy of this amulet?
Your character.
Then how about the same?
How are you wanting to judge my character?
Well, I suppose, if I were honest, that your ideals would align with my own. That you aren't simply power hungry. I mean, to be honest, my conception of gods, I don't know, might be a bit biased.
Perhaps a bit. You
But
know
yeah.
little of myself, seeing how you, upon first seeing me, calling towards your fiendish hooks, as it were, and essentially telling them to stay their ground, that they have no need to bother you, and then saying that I am clearly the bad guy.
Well, to be fair, it doesn't help that you have a sly smile.
I have a sly
just-
smile because I know things. Unfortunately, the smarter you get, the more you tend to have a smile when people say things and haven't quite dug for all the facts yet.
It does come off as
Arrogant.
a bit arrogant and, to some extent, tricksy.
I do not deny that. Before I was made the god of justice, I was as free as the air. It is why I am the sky dragon, after all.
Hmm.
That doesn't help now that I am the god of justice, but I've used the freedom that I've had to understand others' desire for freedom.
Hmm. Well, then, yes, I suppose proving to me that you're not just power hungry is, well, that's a start, I suppose. You
Have
do
I
seem
proved
like a
myself to be power hungry thus far?
not thus far,
Then I'm
but
off
it
to a good
has only
start.
been about 5 minutes.
By the way, when he laughs, the entire hallway seems to echo with the laughter. Then I am off to a grand start. He will
Um,
hold out a hand towards you.
is this magically binding?
No.
Your handshake.
No.
Okay.
It is
I will.
simply a farewell for the time being.
I will shake his hand.
You shake his hand, and as your hand goes up, then down, you watch as his form just seems to vanish like vapor wind, just steaming off, and Vamus is just left there, just kind of like wide-eyed, completely just kind of staring there for a second before he blinks, eyes coming back into color, just kind of like, fucker! How long was I out?
About 5 minutes.
Felt longer. So how'd it go? Expecting that.
Neither was I. It went surprisingly well. I'm still alive.
To be fair, gods don't do the whole smite you down, kill you thing unless you're trying to crawl into the layer above existence. Unless you're invited, you have to. Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Well, I did just kind of, it's more just like when I think of God, it's kind of, I just imagine big arrogant guy that wants to be treated as above everyone else.
They're usually too busy trying to keep things alive to worry about who's better than another. They don't have time for dick measuring contests. They try to have time, and then they get distracted. I once saw them in the middle of a dick measuring contest and immediately have to turn to fight some giant thing in the sky, and it was just hilarious because neither one of them could figure out what to do because they were fighting this thing buck-ass naked.
Okay. Wow.
You kind of don't have the ability to look a god in the eye and say, wow, you are this entity of superfluous. No, you guys fought against entities beyond comprehension naked. Kind of gives you a different perspective of things.
Drew, I love that the dick measuring contest conversation was going on the same time. Right? I was going, come on, look at my dick.
That's about right. Yes, that's about right. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, it's the reason I thought he was going to smite me was because I was just treating him like an equal, really.
I mean, why shouldn't you? I mean, yeah, you're a creation of the gods. You are. How do I put this? You are not quite their child. I mean, I don't think any of us are really quite their children. But at the same time, we're essentially like their children because they didn't quite like they didn't give birth to us. Obviously, they didn't raise us. We're more like great many greats grandchildren who they still love and want to see prosper, but unfortunately some of the other cousins, distant third times removed, are still trying to be assholes and make the world fucked for the rest of us. So we got to deal with their assholes being dicks and trying to do stuff while they're trying to keep all of us alive.
So the gods are just our immortal ancestors. Okay.
Yes, in a sense. our immortal creators / ancestors, kind of. I think.
Okay.
I mean, elves were made from the blood of a god. Makes sense. Well, actually, no, they were made from the tears of the goddess. The blood is actually where the firstborn, the first blood Fae were born, and then there was the second wind where she breathed blood spittle onto her hands and created the second rings, and then the tears created the elves, the most diluted of her power. Yeah, that was it. Sorry, I had to do that in my head because I always think that
Travis,
Yeah, sorry, I rambled.
Sorry to interrupt you. I would like to just process what happened though.
Yeah, no, by all means. I think that was enough of our walk. I think we had a good talk, man. Pat you on the shoulder, kind of like, I'm gonna go get another Earthos. I think he took all my stomach.
Wait, how do you know they're called that?
Huh?
What?
Called what?
Earthoses.
Benrora asked for one. Like, so many times.
Oh.
She's been like, hey, can you make an Earthos? And then the Modrons were like, we don't have those. And she's like, oh no, here's how you make it. And so the bots have been doing nothing but making Earthoses.
I'm actually eating one right now. Real shit.
Earthos just kind of smiles. I think it's caught on.
No, they've been saying that people who in the other rooms and whatnot, they've been like, what is this thing? And they were just like, they are Earthoses. And people have just been like, oh, no, I want to order this Earthos thing.
Oh, it's gonna be weird hearing my name in a fucking shop.
Oh yeah. I think a few of them actually have gone to some of the nearby towns and have started saying, have you heard about this Earthos thing? I wonder how long that's going to take to catch on.
Wow. Just wait till they find out who Truth dying.
But yeah, go process.
See ya.
Yeah, so he will.
And then BR, I like the idea that conversation I said Ryle was gonna have with Earthos happens after that.
Yeah, something
I
after.
like the idea after.
Yeah.
Turns a fucking corner. He's gonna bump into Eva's.
Yes.
For him.
Has a conversation, walks away, bumps into the fucking Ryle.
Yes.
Conversation about that thing that he was curious about.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Also, he does inform me that he did get Syl to look at his dick for a prolonged period of time, which is pretty funny.
Arthos! Probably hear it down the hall.
He's so fucking tired.
Arthos takes a deep breath.
Arthos, are you there? Are you okay to talk right now, or are you like tired?
Is it long?
No, I just wanted to make sure you were doing okay. Are you depressed?
He thinks for a second.
Are you sad?
Well, why do you ask?
Oh, you seemed upset. I mean, you were upset earlier and all. I think you kind of just walked off while on the roof. Like, I get why. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I was angry. Also slightly depressed. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to. I mean, they never told us how to treat that. If it helps, we're all together with you.
The others, don't try so hard.
Oh.
He puts that like he asked, "Can I?" Like he's holding a hand above your shoulder.
Okay. Yes, he nods.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. You don't have to be everyone's backbone.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't normally talk about the stuff going on inside my head because, well, people don't ask. Yeah. So I appreciate you asking, but if you try and take on everyone's burdens, you're just gonna weigh yourself down.
Oh, I mean, I've been fine lately, you know? Just been existing.
What do you like to do
Oh,
on your own?
I like
Or,
to
like,
sleep. And I like to study magic and stuff.
Magic. Okay.
Like wizard stuff. That's how I've helped Gyrus learn some spells with the spell book I had, but I couldn't use it because I'm not a wizard. So I thought it would be better if he had it.
What sorts of spells?
I think I helped him learn blur at some point
Okay. Right.
because he's so frail and his spine is so brittle. I thought it would help him a lot to have it.
He's hardier than he looks.
Oh.
He'll be okay.
Okay.
What
well,
other things do you like to do as a hobby?
Oh,
Wondering.
I don't really have that many. I was hoping to look into alchemy.
Really?
I want to make poisons.
Oh.
Just so you know, out of character, making poisons is not alchemy. That is poisoner's supplies.
Yeah,
That's a whole different
But
thing.
she doesn't know that.
Doesn't know that.
I have you know, you asked Rengen about poison. Thank you very
I know,
much.
but
Yes.
I don't
Guaranteed know
remember.
that.
Okay.
You asked the king of poison.
I know. I don't know if because he never really sat to teach her that much, so I don't
No.
know. Okay. She'd say poisoner's kit then.
Okay. Why? But
I don't know. I thought that maybe I could be useful in different ways. A lot of my spells don't really do a lot of damage. And if we ever have to like get rid of somebody important, might be a good way to do it.
I like your thinking. Yeah.
I talked to Rangan about that once. I hope he's doing okay.
I'm sure he's fine.
Maybe I'll give him a sending. But
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you ask Vamis or the robot Alpha, they probably have something. Might be able to teach you a thing or two. Might be a robot
should-
somewhere around it.
I think I'll do that. It was good talking to you. I should probably go to sleep. Looking at her, she does look really tired.
You have a good night.
You too.
He walks off.
Alright, you guys head your separate ways. I know Cassie wanted to talk to Syl, but she said be right back.
Go get Cassie.
Athos and Ryle.
Oh, the boy.
Alright,
we
go
doing
ahead.
that in character?
Do you want to do the in character or do you want to do that?
We could do it in whispers if you.
No, sure. Let's be open about it, big boy.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, since we're waiting on Paris, sure.
So sure. Ryle will walk into Earth's room eventually.
Mhm.
Probably like getting towards the point where you should be sleeping, going to sleep soon if you want to wake up earlier.
Mhm.
So he'll come in and be like, "Alright, you, I gotta talk." Bud.
Yeah.
Well, he would knock first, of course, but yeah, he wouldn't barge in. Life has many doors, and boy. But yeah, would you allow him in?
Welcome back.
Yeah, come in.
Alright. So, this book is wild.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I studied it for a bit, I identified it, I've learned a good amount of things. One of which is this book contains the secrets to immortality.
And a few other things. Actually, many
I'm
other
telling
things.
him about this one.
I'm aware.
Huh.
Yeah.
I just keep hearing about more things every day. So, what about it? Well,
Basically, how it works is you bind yourself to the book with a ritual, and in so you become somewhat immortal.
alright, and what does this book do?
Well, that is one of them. It's like an advanced spell book where none of it's spells. It's more of an ancient artifact type book that tells you how to do things. And one of them, like I said, is the secrets to immortality.
Hmm. Is that the same book the pages came from?
Yep.
Ah,
Same way those creatures became immortal. They made themselves a page and bound themselves to the book.
okay. Oh, so you take up one of the pages and people can summon you later on.
That's a thing, yeah. I think after you die, I think that's something that can happen, yeah.
Oof, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
you need to die first, and you would have immortality up until you die.
that's true, yeah. So, do you have to be bound to this book to access anything else, or just
Get the abilities
immortality?
of being immortal, or just access any of the other things?
Just accessing any other thing?
No, right? Just to be
No,
immortal, you have to be bound to it,
correct.
right? Yeah, no. Just to be immortal, you have to be bound to it.
Oh, why is that
Also,
Oh,
then?
do you let Earthos at any point handle the book?
No. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. The book's not even out right now, by the way, group.
Just double checking.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what you were doing with it.
It's evil. Very evil. I'm aware of that. I'm not dumb.
Hmm. Yeah, sounds about right. So, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm a man who has his own falterings, and I'm honestly considering doing it. And I want you to talk me out of it.
In the 26 years I've lived my life,
Yeah, that's fine. Just continue.
I think I've already seen enough of the world. Well, enough horrors at least. Eternity is a long time. You'll probably get bored. And given people can just kind of summon you back, eventually you're just going to want to end it.
The thing I was thinking is, though, what if I dedicated my time after we get the pages back to defending the book? If I'm immortal, I'd be able to defend it forever so these horrors don't get out of it again.
You said it was evil, right?
Yeah,
So how do you know that you're not just going to succumb to whatever evil is in the book?
I don't.
Which means that, you know, again, eternity is a long time. You may just end up succumbing and become evil, and this whole shit happens again.
Become evil. It doesn't sound. I don't know, man. It's all a possibility. I'm gonna try to figure out what other rituals or abilities this thing has over time, but it's gonna take time. I'm just. This book was inherently designed to be enticing. I
May I
haven't
see
even
it?
told Vatha what all it does. No. I don't want anyone seeing it if not. I just have a bad feeling about it. I don't know. Something my gut's telling me no. Not sure.
Then what if we put it away somewhere? What if Vamis handles it? If it is
Vamis can't
enticing.
fight. I don't believe. He's a messenger. You don't shoot the messenger as long as the messenger doesn't shoot you.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if he can fight if someone would take it. And the guy's fucking weird. I don't like talking to him too much. I'll talk to him on occasion, but
Mm.
a bit eccentric.
Yeah. It's beginning to make sense now. Regardless, if it is enticing, then
It is what?
if it is enticing, then you can't hold it back forever. So maybe we could take turns.
I had a thought, and that was I've heard of magics from my sister Des that is beyond normal teleportation. She's taught me a bit about magic since I have access to it, but it's going beyond just this plane. And I was thinking maybe we could put this thing in a place no one else knows where it is, a different plane that no one else has access to, maybe.
We could do.
It would be hard and very expensive to do, but
Yeah. That is a thought for the future, though.
yeah.
But for now, do you want to take turns having it?
And can I be honest with you about one more thing? I'm scared.
Scared? About what?
The woman that gave me this amulet, well, person, not theorized to be a woman. I don't know what she wants with me still. She wants something. I know that for certain. But specifics, I'm not too sure. She is the reason I met you people. I know that for sure. Something she did, something she pushed Bartha in a certain direction, I don't know, but she's the reason I met you people. I can feel it. I mean, hell, the whole reason I met Venrora before I met the rest of you is because Bartha ran off one day to chase something. I didn't like her. I didn't know why. But something tells me that is why, so I'd run into her.
Why are you scared then?
She's not the best of company, let's just say that. Do you know who my god is?
I don't believe so.
Her name is Feltemro. She is one of the two dragon gods. The other being some fuck with an A name. I forget who it is.
Character, hold on just a second.
Oh no, I know out of character who it is.
Yeah, I first might just say it. What was the name again?
Ungarius for the god?
Yeah, need to view the chat history.
Would know what? Well, here's the thing. He said, one of the two dragon gods.
Yes.
And if he's not talking about Angarius, that would mean the other one he's talking about is Angarius.
The only one he's talking about is
He says-
Philtemro.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would say Ungarius.
Yeah. She is the brother, or the sister, like, what the hell, of Angarius and off.
Sorry.
What's tickling your
had
funny?
a strange experience just a little bit ago.
Well, go on, Mr. Experience Pants. What happened?
You'll know. So, uh, you might not believe this. I met Ungarius.
You met the god's bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, but I mean,
No, it's fine.
what I've been taught my whole life, that's what he is. But yeah.
You see, when Vamus says he's the messenger of the gods, he means it in a very physical way. He just kind
What, he
of...
becomes them?
He gets... Don't know if I should say this. He gets possessed by them.
Oh, that's freaky.
Yeah. So you'll understand when I was
But
walking down
yeah,
the hallway.
you
I
know
realised the hallway didn't
you know
change.
the story of your god, right? Or not your god, I should say, the god you spoke to.
No.
So it all. Oh, I'm interested to tell this story. And he actually rubs his hands together in a bit of excitement. So
Should we just say he tells it and then...
yeah, do you know NPR?
Our character I don't, but I'm aware we
Real
are.
quick, I'll just say it's real quick to get through. Basically, it started off with the gods, right? Then I believe, Group, correct me if I'm getting this wrong. Angarius and Feltimro basically created the dragons before when they weren't supposed to. They did
Yes.
it too early.
Yes.
Because a different god wanted their beings to be first. But basically, Feltimro and Angarius got a little trigger happy and created their children first. Which
They
the
were
dragons.
supposedly, one of the versions of it says that one of the original devils convinced them to, which is why Feltemro is occasionally referred to as the devil's advocate.
Yeah. So they do that. Gods get upset, right? Like extremely mad. Feltimro basically keeps defending themselves and like fighting against it and like pushing back. But Angarius bends the knee and apologizes. Hence the name Ryle gave him of that nickname. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. What else happened? Why did you speak to him?
He's the guy who's judging my worthiness for the amulet.
Oh. Oh, we're kind of like opposites then.
Yeah. Except I'm not a bitch. he just laughed.
Hold on, just like a fist bump for that one. That was a good one. But yeah, you got the good side of the coin. Well, morally good. I got more the darker. Thing is, my family has been following this one for generations.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, yeah. So, if you do want me to hold the book for a while because it's tempting you too much or whatever, feel free to ask. Probably best to do it before it
It's
starts
not-
to get significant, because then you probably wouldn't want to hand it over.
It's not like that. It's not that kind of enticing.
Okay.
It's not forcing me. It's just the things it can do. Since he seems like to think about himself for a second. Since I'm selfish in some ways, for a person like me, it's enticing.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna make this clear to the group tomorrow. No one informs my family I have this, right? Got it?
sure.
Alright. Let's just say my father is much more darker than people seem to be. Barry chuckles very nervously.
Okay. We can still trust them, though. Can we?
Yeah.
Alright.
He as long as kind of hesitates.
What?
I put him on our side. I helped convince him he wants me to be in a position of power. Alright? I told him this would be the winning side of the war, and that this would help me get into said position. So, as long as that's still a possibility, I think he's on our side.
So we just gotta make sure that he never thinks we're losing.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Unless it absolutely is necessary.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
My father's a passionate man. But he cares about winning.
I suppose that makes sense for what I assume is a merchant.
Huh?
Your father is a bit of a merchant, is he?
That's the facade, yeah.
The facade.
Well, not a facade, he is a merchant. But he's much more than that. No one openly worships him. It's seen as barbaric, evil. But if there was any one person that was the leader of that fan club.
Wow.
Just so you know, this doesn't leave this room. You just like smiling.
He nods. Yeah.
Like, not even the rest of the group. I don't want knowing my father's stuff. Like, even the bare level that you're learning. I see you as the best of the closest thing I got to a friend, including Lenora.
Oh, well. Thank you. I think if there's one thing I am, it's someone that can keep secrets.
Yeah. There's gonna be a time probably where Phil Timro calls me to do something. I'm just not sure what. Well, I'm taking up too much time. He'll stand up. I'm gonna go. Have a good night, man.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'll head up.
Bye.
Sleep.
Yo, Cassie!
Are you fucking for real?
Nah, he's not talking to Cassie. I just.
Oh god, okay.
Apparently, someone wants to talk to Cassie or something.
Cassie wanted to talk to Silveros or the other way around, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the silver stamp.
Okay,
Well,
find the silver
I
sample.
say looking, but there's a bright light in the library, and while I'm tired, I'm gonna assume that burns my retinas.
A little bit. You are a little bit.
Okay.
You are rather staticky, by the way.
Ah, say,
She's pretty normal for me.
She's staticky
Hold
for
on.
me.
I think it's okay.
I laid down, so my fucking course might be a little bit weird.
Oh.
Ah.
This is the creepiest shit. She's so tired. She's probably gonna be leaning against the door for a good 2-3 minutes to see if he notices her.
This is late at night, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Is
still
she...
trying to get the thought of riled dick out of his head. Sorry.
If she's looking in, I'm not sure exactly what the practices are for her, Dawn, but Silveros is probably in some, I don't know. He's in some kind of position, I guess, and he's actually praying under his breath.
She'll wait until he's done.
He's talking in Sylvan, so I don't know if you pick any of it up.
Hold up, let me see. I gotta make sure.
Just
They like that
Sylvan, I'm sure.
language.
Yeah, Sylvan.
Yeah, I don't understand dick.
Yeah, he obviously doesn't seem to notice you at all as he goes on for a few minutes, probably.
I feel like she would still recognize this as prayer, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely that's what it looks like.
So she'll wait.
Once he's done, he kind of sighs, opens his eyes again.
It's late.
He definitely visibly jumps at this and looks over.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh. He kind of shakes his head, and as he's standing up and kind of tidying up his face, he's like, yes, I was about to, try and get some sleep.
He kind of looks up and around. What were you doing in here? Just praying?
And reading.
He kind of looks around again. Mind if I ask about what? Or will that keep you up too long?
Just anything I could find on medicine, this place, on the 3 entities were, I guess, fighting.
I mean, if you want knowledge on the 3 entities we're fighting, I think Venice probably would be a better option. Well, at least asking where that might be in here.
I understand, and I plan to ask more questions when I can, but...
As for medicine, I can't offer much help other than another pair of eyes to search, but I could... I don't know how strong some of my family is, but when I get the chance, I could ask them, see if they might recognize any kind of illness your father has.
That would be appreciated if we can... He just nods and he's like, that would be appreciated.
He smiles at him. No, you need to head to bed. You're the one who's supposed to be keeping us alive the most.
Shouldn't you be heading to bed as well?
She shakes her head. I should, but I can't.
So, you're planning on staying up longer?
Probably.
You can tell he looks like he's gonna argue this.
Dude, her eyes are red, her hair is raggedy, and she looks tired.
Yeah.
So, I don't even mean like physically, she's just checked out.
I'm sure, but he still looks like he's gonna argue it. I don't know if she'd say anything.
She holds her hand up. I lost my best friend of my entire life. I'm getting it out of my system.
He definitely looks like he wants to ask, but...
You're free to ask any questions. Believe me, I don't mind answering them.
Who is this friend?
The Gyrus fellow you keep hearing about.
And if we run across him in the future...
She makes like a go on motion.
Are we to treat him like an enemy then?
It depends on how you act.
Well, my condolences. Condolences. That's a hard word for me to say.
You don't have to say it if you don't mean it.
It's hard to lose anyone.
She kind of looks a bit curious.
He seems a little solemn. I mean, he has been this entire time. He's a little.
Are you speaking from experience?
Yes.
Something you can talk about or no?
I'd rather.
She nods her head. Head to bed. Probably best for you. We'll never know how long you've been in here.
We should try as well.
I've already tried.
Well, I can't tell what the princess to do, and he does a kind of sarcastic bow this time, actually. He says this a little sarcastically this time.
She gives him this face where, I mean, you could try, it doesn't mean it's work.
I've noticed.
Good night, Cerberus.
Good night. And he'll leave.
Probably just gonna end up fucking seeing if she can find Amos if he sleeps.
He's eating an Earthos.
Does he sleep? Does he sleep at all?
He is in that healing tube, but that's about it.
Fucking sandwich shit is killing me.
His Earthos. He's eating an Earthos.
This is how fast she's been carrying around that quarterstaff, by the way. She hasn't let go of it.
That's fair.
Badass. I'm gonna tap near on the doorway with this fucking stick. Can I ask you a few favors?
Squints at you.
The most you'll have to do is walk around a little bit while you enjoy your... God, I can't believe this. Earthos. I need your help finding something in the library. Swallow and then speak, please.
You're giving me half of a thought.
What? I need any books that you know are in the library on the three entities that we are supposed to be fighting.
Oh. I can see what I can pull up in the morning.
Can you set them in front of Silveros's room when you do find them?
Sure. See what I can do.
And one other immediate thing. Has Isaac contacted you?
Yeah. He's alive. He's good. I mean, he's as good as he can be when he's half cackling and laughing about how he was able to outwit a numerous amount of golems trying to search the city for him because they have the consistency of wet mud for brains.
He's still in the city?
No. He was in the city. He left.
Just rubs the bridge of your nose.
He stayed in the city using alter self to make himself look like someone else while people, were all moving with him to try and get out of the way of the big golems, apparently. And then he just slipped away and did some invisibility stuff and just kind of walked out.
Has he been in contact with mother and father within the last week?
No. Not that he's told me. Maybe he has, I don't know.
Can you ask him for me at some point?
At some point, sure.
He pats his shoulder. Thank you. She shakes her head no.
Neat.
You get up and head back to the trading area.
Have fun. Don't stay up all night.
No
They
promises.
holds up a finger. The Modrons will take you to bed one way or another.
she kind of moves a little bit into the room. So what I'm hearing is I have to play keep away.
Good luck.
She'll head away from the room.
Yep. So you go. You guys get a long rest. We will be ending on a slight cliffhanger, just because it was asked to do so, offhandedly, slightly.
Ooh.
You guys wake up, and as you guys are getting ready to prepare to head back to Raoul's home to be teleported then into Volfest, you see Nieves casting Sending, pausing, blinking. He didn't get it.
He's dead! Yay! The evil bitch is dead!
Something stopping him from getting it. It's like it's trying to get to him, and then it's just not. And that,
Unconscious, probably.
huh?
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud.
What do you say?
Unconscious, maybe?
That's not how that works.
She kind of works. But on that note, there's something more important for you all to know. The thing that I told that Oz would have to be messaged about.
Level up.
Yes!
Rafa's big now, finally. She's a thick fuck. Thank Christ.
She's been
Get the
eating her
bitch a
Wheaties.
She's eating her fucking Wheaties. Okay, thank fuck. God, I don't have to cast Enlarge on her anytime I want her to ride with me in here, though. Thank God.
Yeah, you guys have been doing magnificent with all of this time that you've been level 8. It's time for you to be level 9.
We now have a proficiency bonus of +4, by the way.
Yes.
Which means, yeah, Ryle has a whopping +10 to hit, so that's pretty funny.
You know, as you do.
Double digits to hit, baby.
I now, with the cloth, have 31 passive.
Well,
My
let's see,
passive
boys.
perception is 26.
I'll take it.
Should I roll? Should
Yes.
I roll?
Ooh, thank God.
Let's roll.
No!
Nice!
Okay.
Nice!
Yeah, there's no... So, Paris, you know what's fun?
Mm.
It's now official. I could roll a 2 and still have 100 HP next level. Okay, I'm good with
Marvelous.
that.
I don't think you can physically roll a 2.
Yes, you can.
No, I mean on the die.
Oh,
So 6 total.
wow. The trade-off has begun.
I find it so fucking funny. Earthos rolled max and barely got what Ryle got.
Yep,
Rolling half of what he can.
it's because he only has 12 con.
I'm crying here.
I'm sitting
He
here
has
with my 18.
66 health. He has 66 health, guys.
You still have barely less than I do. Jesus, I rolled shit for Cassie.
No, you didn't roll shit. I rolled a lot of natural 8s.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Does Donnie
Uh,
wrap up the recording?
I'm
Yeah.
wrapping it up right now that you've all rolled. So, thank you all so much. This has been fun as per usual. We will be discussing things, of course, but next session we should be popping back pretty fast into Dedevele. I guess Volfest, I meant Dedevele. So
God,
we can...
no, not Belfast will die.
Yes.
Gonna,
well,
Arthos-
first, we have to do a
Arthos
little
has
bit.
discovered his confidence. He's going to
Yeah, a little bit in
confront Boomer.
No.
But yes, we will be taking care of some more of that, so we're going to have some fun. But until then, see you all later. Bye-bye!
Goodbye.